I think it's because we used a lot of magic in the early game. We are perpetually covered in sort of semi-viscous slime. I genuinely thought, this wasn't a joke when I said it, because the first time I noticed we were covered in goo or slime or whatever was just after we had sex with our wife for the first time. I genuinely thought I was covered in some sort of fluids. I thought she had squirted on me and that it was just the game showing that. I genuinely thought, like, that's a weird thing for the game to show. Right, load game, please. Please, Xbox 360. I'm emulating you. It did look like that, to be fair. See? It's mana going under the skin. Is this why, what's it called? In the first game, Mr. Gooface had those, like, puddles of mana in his face. Is that why? Now, this should be loading up quicker than this, I feel. Just FYI, this isn't actually... Yes, this is on Xbox Cloud Gaming. Microsoft emulating their own console. You'd think they'd just port shit, to be honest. You'd think they would just port stuff, especially considering this doesn't seem to be loading up, which is very worrying. I am spamming the A button. Might need to restart this. It's been mostly fine. Let me, maybe quit game, and then try and load it up again. Just take another stab at it, Microsoft. You're a very small company, so it's understandable that you wouldn't have the resources. I hear spamming keys and such will definitely help. Yep, it's just something that carries on from childhood. I think for Fable 2 specifically, they have some of the strangest contracting known to gaming. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they signed some weird fucking exclusivity stuff. It can never come to PC until Peter Molyneux is dead. I don't know how old Peter Molyneux is, so that could be soon. Basically. Here comes daily cum talk. I mean, yeah, squirt counts as cum. That's, you know, I think we can be egalitarian with it. Xbox 360. I never owned a 360. I never wanted one. I never asked for a console as a kid. I got, as a family, we bought a... there we go, we're in. As a family, we bought a Wii when I was 10 years old. My first proper console. And I played the fuck out of that. Mainly Twilight Princess, just over and over. But I never asked for a PlayStation or an Xbox. I mainly just would play Twilight Princess and then go up and, you know, play Half-Life or whatever on my PC. Come one, come all, come equality. I think they did because they tried to announce a new Fable. Silas Howe, what was done? Not all piss is created equal. But that is an amazing quote. That's a recent one as well. Silas hacking quotes. I think that was... Oh, I think I said something cursed, like I'd rather drink... Like, if given the choice, I'd rather drink, like, Idris Elba's piss than James Corden. Sorry, I think I was tired that day. Press A to start.
Story begins.
Now, I logged in a little bit the other day, because yesterday I wasn't able to stream, I wasn't feeling well, but I did log in for about half an hour and just grind up on the woodcutting minigame and got up to like 30 grand. So, we'll see how much money we have. Now, I am not sure if the rental income works. You have enough experience to buy a new ability. Good, I'll do that in a second. Also, I want to dress up again. 644 gold. That must be from my rent, I'm assuming. Maybe that worked then? Because I think I'm only making like 100 and something each time. So 650 seems about right. It did work. Fantastic. That seems about right. Good stuff. It must be my magic touch on the phone keys. As superpower goes, it's kind of shit, but it's still impressive. Now, where am I? I am in this place.
Can I please have your autograph?
Oh, as I was walking around while I was grinding up on the wood, you're slowly evolving into a dominatrix. Did I say grinding up on the wood? Genuinely didn't mean to. As I was doing the wood cutting, people kept asking me for autographs, and it gave me a tooltip saying, you can buy autographs at so-and-so shop, and I missed the tooltip, so that's something I can do. I don't think there's any more weapons we need to buy. Here's like a weapon stall, and here's a misc trader. There's a clothing trader that I briefly looked at, but it had nothing. It had nothing interesting. Let's dress up, shall we? Let's go to the clothes shop in the main market. We'll see if there's any new clothes in stock, and then we'll dress up and then go about our quests. You have 30k gold now? I have nearly 40,000, Jesus. Okay, more gold than I thought. I basically spent about 25 minutes just fucking smashing wood. Buy more real estate. I should. Crush me with your thighs. I mean, we're keeping the thigh-high boots, obviously, and we'll probably keep the hot pants because they're cool, and the corset, but I might put on a cool... I might have a better hat and like a coat and maybe longer gloves. I'd love some long gloves. Right, and we'll also buy some real estate. Now, is everything open? It's 11:55 a.m. They should be open. Where's the shopkeeper? I didn't accidentally set fire to her or something, did I? I don't think I did. Are you running? Who are you? Are you the shopkeeper?
Flowers on my sister's grave when the zombies all over the cemetery.
You could buy the nice house on 2 Posh Street. That's quite funny. Are you the shopkeeper? Yes, you are. Talk to Taylor.
Anything you want.
Buy items. I'd like some more dye as well, if I could. Banana pudding dye. Ugh. Grapecot dye. Compost brown. Ugh. Get me... What dye do I already have? Sell items. I have, what red do I have? Because I want, like, maybe a slightly brighter red. Buy me the vermillipede or whatever. You could buy every single property in the old town. I could be a slum landlord. I might do that. That's kind of funny. Hello, the beer Jesus. Welcome. It's been a big few days for you, being Easter. Buy me the vermillipede dye. Is this pink or is this more of a red? It's hard to tell just on the color screen here. Buy clothing. Do you have anything cool? Pauper gloves. Nah, they're not as cool as my gloves. That's what we have on right now. The felt-lined carriage gloves. Awful joke. It is an awful joke, yes. Thank you, thank you. I barely even know what Easter is. Like, I wouldn't have been able to tell you what date Easter is. I think it's different every year. Nobody celebrates Easter, do they? Is Easter one of those holidays? I assume it is, where in certain other countries it's probably huge. It's probably huge. But here, I could not name you a person who even knows what Easter specifically is. Jesus on the beers. Buckle loafers? No. Explorer boots? No. We don't want any of these. We already have ballroom mask. Cuffed overcoat could be cool. I'd like that. It's on the moon cycle. It's originally a celebration of the fertility goddess Ishtar. Most Christian holidays are like co-opted pagan dates, right? Zombie Day is huge here. I mean, everybody has the eggs, right? Like, everybody has the eggs, but nobody actually cares about the religious aspect. Right, let's go out here. Something about Westcliff being horrid. Cool. Oh, there's one more clothes shop, which I will check out. And also, look, I have to get rid of the fucking mullet. I'm sorry. But as I was doing... The first time I did the wood chopping minigame in this game, people kept standing in front of me and sexually harassing me and going, "My lovely tits, love." Stuff like that. This time, specifically because of the mullet, people kept going, "You look like a fucking clown." So I can't have the mullet on. I'm sorry. The mullet is too stupid. Let's go in this shop, see if you have any other clothes. I'm assuming more clothes just kind of get added to the rotation every so often. Are you the tailor? I keep just walking. You're a mannequin. Fantastic. I am blind. I usually do an Easter egg hunt for my nephew with my parents, but they were away, so we didn't do anything. I've never done an Easter egg hunt. An Easter egg hunt, is it... I thought you were into clowns. If we can make ourselves look like a sexy clown, then I'm absolutely up for that. But, you know, not people just calling me it because of a mullet that I have. Like, an Easter egg hunt, is that with chocolate eggs, or is it just with, like, painted eggs? Because that's a thing that I think they do in America. They, like, just paint, like, literal eggs, like hen's eggs, and just leave them in the grass. And that's bizarre to me. I don't get that at all. Right, Taylor.
Pleased to serve you.
You do chocolate eggs? Well, I don't have any chocolate eggs, but I used to when I was a kid. Occasionally, my grandmother, probably at my parents' house, they will have one left for me, but they will occasionally buy me a vegan chocolate egg. Oh, thank you for the follow here, Jesus. That's very kind. The real eggs are more traditional. I've never seen anybody do the real egg thing, ever. We do in England too? Really? It's 100% not a thing. We painted heads eggs and rolled them down a hill over and over to see whose would last the longest. It seems like a throwback to a very early time, like, you know, you just play with an egg for a while, and that would be make your spring. We do the real eggs in Germany too. It's definitely not a thing here, but I guess it's a thing everywhere else. I mean, I guess more power to you, but like, what do you do with it afterwards? Like, that's the thing. With a chocolate egg, if you find a chocolate egg in some colourful foil or whatever in some grass, if you're doing an Easter egg hunt, you go, oh cool, a chocolate egg, lovely. And then you eat an egg, a lovely chocolate egg. With a dyed, painted fucking egg, what do you do? Just sort of go, I have an egg? Eat it? Are they cooked eggs? I thought they were raw eggs. Are they like hard-boiled eggs or something? Sorry, I'm learning something new about the world. Of course they're cooked. They're hard-boiled. I guess it makes sense that they would be less fragile if they were hard-boiled. What, you like fucking peel the colourful shell off a hard-boiled egg and just scoff it down? Okay. Look, I think I preferred the chocolate eggs as a kid. Although now, I'd probably prefer a hard-boiled egg. I haven't had a hard-boiled egg in many, many, many years. You eat them over the next few days. Oh God, if you like eggs. The white bit will also usually be a bit coloured. Ugh. So you dye them, right? You dye them rather than paint them, maybe? Or do you do both? I actually don't know. 50k to the east is hardly the world. I just had never heard of this. I saw it in, like, American media, like American cartoons, and I was like, what is this? What are they doing? Why aren't they just eating the delicious chocolate eggs? Why are they doing this? It's like the people who celebrate St. Patrick's not realizing he was a Welsh douche who hated the Irish. He did not hated the native Irish. I mean, he did. To be fair, one of the reasons he did hate the Irish is because we did kidnap him with Irish pirates and sold him into slavery. So he had something of a reason. They're eating cold eggs that have been on the ground. Apparently, Rosie, you and I seem to be the only normal ones. Buy clothing. Is there any like cool clothing in here? There was shell around it anyway. I mean, I guess all eggs have been on the ground. And also, I do like cold hard-boiled eggs. I really liked eggs when I was a kid. Ooh, a day tunic looks kind of cool. I'm gonna buy that.
Oh, you won't regret buying that.
Double belted jacket looks kind of cool as well. Like, corset we already have. Noble boots. I prefer my thigh-high boots. Thigh-high boots are just cooler. Right, that's probably fine. A nice hard-boiled egg with salt or mustard or bread or whatever. On bread, like sliced up and in some bread would be nice. Or like on some soda bread even. My favourite lunch when I was a kid, if I was staying at my grandmother's house, as I usually did after school, because my parents would work into the evening, right? I would sit in their living room on the couch, and my nana would bring me like one of those trays with a soft-boiled egg and some toast soldiers on it. And it was probably my favourite food up until I was in my late teens, early 20s. I really, really loved them. Hard-boiled eggs are also good, but I really like soft-boiled egg and soldiers. I think the issue is in some places eggs are washed and cleaned before they're sold, so they're missing the protective layer they normally have. I've heard that. And yeah, I don't eat eggs. Like, you know, I would say, yeah, the ground is probably the least of your worries, considering you are eating essentially a period, right? Now, if you're into that, you know, I'm not going to kink shame. Most of the time it's raining or cold and you just hide the eggs inside the house. I guess, yeah, it is Europe, right? It's going to be raining. Northern Europe, especially. Right, let's get dressed, shall we? Let's get dressed. Wait, no, hair first, then get dressed. Want to do this properly, and then we'll do some quests. Just made some period soup. Like, eggs are delicious, but they are conceptually strange, at the very least. Buy items. Do you have any new hair? I might just shave my head like I did in real life recently. Black and pink makeup. I might go for... oh, maybe not purple. Black and red. I'm going to go for black and red face makeup, first of all.
Goodbye.
Thank you. And then give me center parting. No. Unkempt hair is what we had before, and it was kind of cool. Shoulder length? Nah. Mullet is pretty terrible. Pigtails? Now, I would never have pigtails in real life. I just couldn't do it. I'm not gonna do... I'm just not gonna do pigtails. Hello, Dreya and Dreya fans. I'm after some advice. I've just discovered my wife is religious. What do? I'm quite lucky that... I mean, I know this is a joke, but I'm quite lucky in that no one I know is particularly religious. Fuck off. No one I know is particularly religious. So it's never really been an issue. My grandparents are religious-ish, but like I'm the wife. Do you describe yourself often as the wife? When I was younger, my grandparents were more religious, and then all of the church stuff happened, and they no longer go to church. I found my wife on Ancestry. Pigtails, maybe? Ugh. Like, I would never have pigtails in real life, but maybe in the game they could look nice. No de tonsure. We could have... Shaved head would also be nice. Shaved head is considered cross-dressing. Interesting. Cross-dressing. Attractiveness minus 10%. Jesus. Long hair? Nah. Ponytail? Nah. Oh, and you have more dye as well. Give me... I don't need any of these. Give me... Fuck it. Give me some pigtails. Fine. Give me pigtails.
You won't regret buying that.
I have my beliefs. I don't force them on people, especially Dave. Like, Emma's an atheist. I'm an atheist. I mean, look. If you look in the background, you will see a fedora hanging on the peg there. Hanging on that guitar. That was bought unironically when I was 14 years old. When I was 14, I was an unironic, edgy atheist and bought... a fedora. I am still an atheist, but less edgy, right? More of a sort of, you know, this is, who cares, as long as you're nice kind of atheist, rather than, I read Richard Dawkins and I'm unpleasant kind of atheist. Just buy the hair salon. I probably should. That could be nice. Right, I think I'm fine now. We have pigtails. How much is the hair salon? Oh, that person seemed angry about me having hair... tails. What are they called? Pigtails?
I'm so happy. I feel like dancing.
Then dance. I don't give a fuck what you do. 20 grand! It's probably worth it. Maybe. If you want to fight the thin powers and diet culture, you can spam eat pies to change weight. Ooh, interesting. Right, buy. I'm gonna fucking buy this. You could save up more and buy the weapon shop. I'm sure I'll get more money eventually. I'm gonna buy the beautification factory. Oh, that was so much money. 200 though is pretty good for rent. That means I'll only have to... Oh god, that's so... Oh, that's what, like 20 days more? Something?
I don't want
Still very much an atheist at 40. I've been living in Italy for years. It really makes you pick a side. I imagine the closer you live to the Pope, the more strident you have to be about it. That's kind of what I'd assume. Oh, there is also a pie... Speaking of pies, there's a pie shop right here, which I should probably buy. Hello, pie shop. Examine property. I'm going to buy the pie shop. We have plenty of money left. Buy the pie stall, please. And what are you? You're like a greengrocer, I think? I'm going to buy you as well. Fuck you. Did you see the video of the Dalai Lama? I did. It was very unpleasant. Very, very unpleasant. The Dalai Lama's always been fucking weird. Very fucking strange. He's been one of the ones who's escaped a lot of the sort of religious powerful figure kind of criticism, but like he's always been a weird guy. It's just how I was brought up. I was never forced onto me, so why should I force it on? Exactly. It's like my grandparents. My grandparents are vaguely religious. They still have the sad Jesus photo with the candle under it, like the electric LED candle under it that they can light up on holidays or whatever. And they still have the standard thing that all Irish old people have, which is as you go through the door, they have the holy water font which has never, to my knowledge, ever been filled with holy water, but they have it. They just hang that little holy water font by the door. But they have literally never mentioned anything religious to me ever. When I said I was an atheist, they basically just went like, okay, who cares? It was nice. Lisa's mum has the standard issue sad Jesus and holy water. Yes, I love the sad Jesus. The sad Jesus is almost comforting to see when I go into my grandparents' house. It's just, you know the one. It's the one where he's like, he's doing this and making this expression. Like, that's the sad Jesus. It's just always exactly the same photo. Because China stole the child who was potentially the next Dalai Lama, so he might be the last one ever. Yes, that's true. The Dalai Lama is just a weird situation in general. Peace sign kawaii Jesus. You mean sad Charlemagne? Yes. The one, it's the Jesus who is apparently based on Charlemagne, but who looks a little bit like Barry Gibb. Bee Gees Jesus. You know, this Jesus. He looks like this. Was hilarious when my mum met Dave and he introduced himself as a Satanist. She was shitting herself. Satanists are cool, right? Well, there's two, isn't there? There's the Satanic Temple and the Church of Satan or something like that. One of them's cool, one of them is less cool. I think both are all right, but one of them's fairly cool. I can't remember which one is the problem. The Bee Jesus, exactly. She thought he was the devil worshipper. Let's go back to game. Here we go.
Sweetheart.
Right, what was I doing? I can't remember. Oh, you just called me sweetheart. I am married, miss. They're both fucked. Oh, no. I mean, look, I'm assuming any... Okay, there we go. Both are fucked, unfortunately, but Satanic Temple has more people who are okay. Both run by eugenicists. Religious organization be normal challenge 2022. Like... They're all fucky, right? They're all fucky. Like, as soon as it gets into like a big organization, corporation structure, they're fucked. It's like my dad. My dad and my mum both say they're agnostic. They were raised very Catholic, obviously. It's Ireland, and they were born in the 70s. If you weren't Catholic, you would be hit with rocks. But they now both say they're agnostic, just because of all of the fucking horrible shit that the Catholic Church organization has done. So my dad would probably go like, you know, I still believe in something, probably, maybe, but I can't go to fucking church. Are you insane? Yeah, I'm open to the concept of God, but I don't believe in religion. Yeah, I think that's more and more common. Like, religiousness is on the decline massively, obviously. Agnosticism and atheism are both, and vague sort of spiritualism are all on the rise. You know, like Nietzsche said it would. Basically, called it. There goes Dreya's primary audience. Theistic Satanists are better because they actually worship a darkness. I don't know. I know nothing about it, so I can't have an opinion. I'm ready for atheists and agnostics to argue about existence. I also think it's because my dad was not religious at all. That's true. Like, it's like how, yeah, like you go against whatever your parents are. Whether that, if they're religious, you'll be not religious. If they're not religious, you'll rebel by becoming religious. That sort of thing. And then sometimes it sticks and sometimes it doesn't if it works. I'm an anti-goblinist. I love exploring spirituality outside of mainstream religion. Again, that's becoming more of a thing, I would say. Anyway, I'm more of an atheist Satanist, if that makes sense. Atheist of atheists. Yeah, I've heard that that's basically what the Satanic Temple preaches, but that they also might be run by eugenicists. You're all right, Mel. Knowing nothing about it is not a barrier to having an opinion. I think the most valuable thing in all of the internet is saying, I don't know enough about that, sorry. Because nobody ever says it. Nobody, that is so rare to hear. I say that all the time, and to the point where Emma gets annoyed at me if she asks me about something. I will so frequently go, I have no idea, I don't know anything about that, I can't have an opinion on it. And she will go, no, have one.
Oh, please, great.
Anyway, let's put on some new clothes, shall we? Let's get some clothing and some dye and stuff. I'm sick of this hat, I've decided. What, do I have a better hat? Oh, the hair. Oh, I instantly regret this fucking hair. Look at me. Look at that. I posted Jesusness on Discord. Is this hat cool? No, it is not. Maybe if I dyed it, but like, no hat for 1 second. Why? This makes my head look so fucking small. We have to get this back. We have to get our proper hair back. These are the saddest pigtails I've ever seen. They are hideous. Really bad. She has like 3 strands of hair. Ugh. Right, we'll ignore the hair for a second. Coats. Do we have a cool coat? That's kind of cool, especially if we dye it. That's kind of cool as well, especially if we dye it. I quite like the bottomless look, but no. That's all right. I think maybe the cuffed overcoat looked kind of cool. It's a bit bulky. I don't like the big wide lapels, but it's all right. Let's put that on for a second. And we'll dye it and stuff as well. Upper body. I'm leaving the corset. No, not naked, although that is a look. That is a very interesting look. Can I dye my bra? Can I dye the bra black and red, maybe? That would be interesting. That would be a good look. Let's go back on corset. There we go. Hands is fine, lower body. I'm sticking with the hot pants, obviously. Feet, thigh boots, obviously. Masks, I might go back to the eye patch. I like the eye patch more. Of course, Dreya made a thick head-crushing murder woman to horn over. The flasher look. It's, you know, I think everybody should be allowed to be topless, no matter what you've got going on up there, as long as you're comfortable with it. The hair, please change ASAP. The hair will be changed because it is horrific. Let me go to dye, right? Let me dye the everything. It should be here. Let's go black first. Where's black? It's called like midnight something. There we go. Apply to upper body. No, we need coats. Coats, cuffed overcoat, dye it black. There we go. That's much better already. And then we'll dye the cuffs red, maybe? Something like that. That could be good. I think that's all we've really changed. Yeah, that's probably okay. Dyes. Red letter dye? Let's do red letter dye. Coats. Cuffed overcoat. Secondary dye there. That's not really doing much. Oh, that's the back of the coat, I think. What, I can't make the cuffs a different colour? Oh, come on. Really? I can't have red cool cuffs? Fine, whatever, it'll do. Right, that's everything, I think. Do I want to have a red eye patch? I maybe want a red eye patch as well. Masks. That's kind of cool. There we go. 400 off the fish hat. Oh, cat ears. Lovely. Good stuff. Right, that's fine. Let's go fucking sell this hair. Can I have an autograph, please? Sorry to bother you. Can I have an autograph? Sorry. Annoying children. Are you open? Oh, fucker. I'll have to sleep somewhere. Can I sleep in the shop? I own it now. Although that would be a bit like your landlord coming in and insisting on sleeping on your floor. You'd probably tell them to fuck off. Although what are they gonna do? Fucking not pay rent? Can I sleep in your bed somewhere? I don't think there's a wait command. Oh, fuck me. Fine, I'll go to an inn. Bye. Do you live here or are you just wandering around as well? Grenarius is a king in this channel. You control the goblin economy. I will put on the cat ears. Was anything else redeemed?
We should spend
Cat
more
ears are here.
time together. They took Garth
Everybody
away.
wants me.
Maybe you'll be next.
Oh, I don't like the cat ears with the shaved head. This is the first time I've just had the cat ears on. That doesn't look right at all. It doesn't blend in with the hair at all. It's very bad. I'm like the Scrooge of this channel. Real bottom energy.
I'm sure you'll
Oh, and Fish Fear Me hat has been redeemed. Fantastic. Let me sleep first then. We'll sleep. We'll get the shop open. We will fix this fucking cursed hair. I don't know what would have made the pigtails look better, but not this. I think we need bigger hair. I think our hair is too small and flat and limp. Oh, I look awful with this hair. I can't have this. No, can't be dealing with this. Sleep for 12 hours, maybe? Buy a hat. We have a hat. Following bonus has been removed. 5 minutes of fame and Mask of Evil. I don't know what that means, but cool. Right, give me the fucking Fish Fear Me hat as well. I hate this hat. Still haven't watched it. I never went goth clubbing in Glasgow, but I did go to Necropolis Cemetery. I don't know what that is. The way that goths name things, that could be a real graveyard, or it could be a club. I don't know. Also, my coat's a bit too big. Maybe I could just eat some pies and fill myself out a bit. Right, shops are open. Good.
Shops are now opening.
Fix my fucking hair that you ruined. I'm your landlord. Do it well. The one in the recent Batman film. Oh, that was filmed in Glasgow, wasn't it? I've blocked out a lot of that movie from my memory is the problem, because I hated it so much. Pies. I really, really, really did not like the Batman movie. I thought it was so long that I felt like I would never be able to leave the cinema. I think it's one of the few times I've ever looked at my phone during a movie just to see how much of my life had passed. And it was like, we were still only like halfway through. I think that movie was, about 7 or 8 hours long. My God, it was long. And normally I don't really care about that. I can sit through long movies, but fuck me. I think the Old Town Clothing style might be what you want. Maybe. Let's see if I can find a new hat. Get in the fucking door. Why'd you... She saw me and then left. Ugh. There we go. Fix my fucking head. What have you done to me?
You'll find something
45. Are you giving me more options? The plait? Oh, that's the beards. Okay. I would like... maybe a center parting? Unkempt hair is pretty cool. I'm going to go back to unkempt hair.
Hope you enjoy it.
Oh, that is so much better.
Well,
so much better. My head looks fucking normal now. Jesus. Good. My partner said, tell Dreya I went to see Tintin when I had a hangover and fell asleep in the cinema. I've never seen it. I've heard the Tintin movie is okay. Now, I think it might be Spielberg. So I don't know if I would actually like it, because I'm not a huge Spielberg guy. Did you just fucking spit at me? I'll kick you.
Years of questing before their fame came. Yours will come.
Oh, we're getting wolf whistles again. Not sure how to feel about that. Never seen it? I've heard it's actually alright, like a fun little adventure thing. Hopefully, they don't have quite as much blackface in it as in the comics. Tintin is a fun adventure film with horrific Uncanny Valley CGI. So a bit like, no, I've seen bits of Polar Express and it's just horrific all the way through. Not interesting at all. But same kind of graphics, I think. I need to go to Glasgow again. I miss it. I've never been to Scotland. I've had a deep fried Mars bar though, so I feel like I've had the experience. Sell me your pies, by the way, trader. Buy items.
Good to have you back.
Oh, a blueberry pie? Sounds fucking vile, but okay. Beef pie. Now that's a fucking pie. Apple pie, disgusting. Blueberry pie, disgusting. Steak pie, that's a fucking pie. And an apple pie, ugh.
That's a fine item.
Gross. Fine, give me all the pies. That beef pie is just filled with the locals. Honestly, still probably tastes better than the apple. I think we have potions and stuff already. I think we're fine with it. I need to dye my hair. Let's go to items, dye. I might dye it red. Do we have purple or red? I'm not dyeing it yellow. That's insane. Let's go red letter dye. Let's dye my hair. That has not really done much to make it look red, but that's fine. Maybe it's just sort of like highlights. Still looks better than it did. Sweeney Todd time. I'm sorry to inform you, but you're vegan. Where's the macaroni pie? Ugh. I mean, look, I'd probably eat one. It didn't look terrible, but it wouldn't be my first choice of pie. Like, last time I had a pie was Aldi a few months ago. Started stocking, like, fake beef, like red wine pie, and that was okay. But I bit into it out of nostalgia of like, oh, I used to eat pies, I remember, and then went, oh yeah, I don't really like pies that much. I don't like pastry. I think pastry's kind of gross. Why am I eating this? Dreya cosplays their character when I said on the Discord that I'm going to be fasting, and I did yesterday. I ate something like two or 300 calories yesterday, right? So I'm now going to be doing intermittent fasting, with the goal to maybe get one of these corset tops, because I think that corset top looks real cool. I think I would like that. Maybe not the thigh-high boots and the hot pants, but like I think this top looks real fucking cool. There's a really good vegan mushroom pie in Preston, Melbourne. I don't know if I've ever had that. Intermittent fasting? I did intermittent fasting a few years ago. I am I've said that
You know it.
I have ballooned a little bit over the lockdown. This is not the heaviest I've ever been. The heaviest I've been, it was in the end of secondary school, and I did some intermittent fasting then and got down like a few stone. So I should probably do something like that again. It's basically just very aggressive calorie in, calorie out, right? Worked well for me as well, to be honest. It's no good. Half people going like, it's really good, and half people going, please stop, please. Don't worry, I won't starve myself massively. But you know, it's something I can relatively easily keep to. Hey, where am I going? I don't know, by the way. Hang on. What quest am I doing? Quests/maps. Quests. The Bargain. This is your primary quest. Return to the guild. Should probably do that, right? Cold Comfort Farmer. Ripper and his bandits have been terrorizing a farmer family. Red Harvest. Help Ripper's bandit crew expand its operations in Brightwood. Ooh. The Archaeologist. Donate the light. The Sculptor. I could do another Sculptor as well. Let's do the main quest for now, and then we'll do some side quests as well. You gotta go to the Old Town clothing stall. Fine. Was the Old Town out this way? I can't remember where the entrance to the Old Town is, if I'm honest. Well, if that's how you treat your fans, fuck off. Is it over the bridge, or is it this way? I can't remember. Hang on. Let's just fast travel there. Regions? I think it'll just bring me there. Bowerston Old Town. Cemetery Road, fine. No, Market Road. Bring me to the Market Road. He's just sat and devoured an Easter egg. I have not had an Easter egg, because I don't really like chocolate very much. I don't like sweets very much. I think they're just kind of slightly gross. But, you know, I don't know. Like, even the vegan Easter eggs that my nana gets me, I eat them out of politeness. I don't actually desire them. I have, and it was delicious. I think the stalls are down here. You're miscellaneous, I think. You're just like trader. Potion trader. Weapons trader. My wife! Hello, my wife. How are you?
Oh, hello, I see you're back.
Oh, that didn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. That was not like a, oh, my lover, welcome back. That was, oh, I see you're back. Have I done something to upset her? I'm giving her quite a lot of money. Hang on. Is there a way to check, like, relationship stats in this game? I don't know.
Without more scars.
Right, sell me something. Do you have any, like, cool hats?
You know,
Buy clothing.
Felt
like we have that, we have that. This hat sucks. Signature skirt. Vintage vest and shirt combo looks kind of cool. Double barrel jacket, noble boots, noble ladies hat we already have. Noble gents hat, if we dyed that, it could maybe look okay, but it's just too ornate. Nothing right now. We'll come back and keep checking. Right, wife, do you want to maybe... I don't mean to be rude. Do I have to pleasure her to keep her happy? Like, is that something? Is that like a ticking quest in the background? Like I have to keep her satisfied or something? I don't actually know. Logbook? What's in this? Completed quest, personality. Oh, hang on. I've never checked this. Logbook. Personality. Alignment. We're more good and pure than otherwise. Renown. We're all right. We're unknown in whatever bloodstone is. Attractiveness. We are fucking hot. Look how hot we are. Stats. It means nothing, to be honest. Completed quests, achievements. I'm sure earlier on we saw something that was like, you know, like a family section or something like that. I'm sure. Family, there we go. Gale. Okay. Home, she is, relationship status is fine. Home is fine. Upkeep is happy. Absolutely good. Absolutely good stuff. There we go. Oh, are we fat? I have exclusively eaten pies in this game. How do I check that? Logbook? Personality? Is that a thing? Attractiveness? Fatness -5? Fuck you, game. I mean, you know, it looks good on us, is all I'm gonna say. It looks pretty good on us. I'm gonna eat a pie in protest. Items. Food. I'll guess I'll eat the fucking blueberry pie just because I don't want it, to be honest. Ooh, we get stuff out of that. Plus 10 fat. Oh, God. Right, fantastic. One pie does that? Okay, let's do a quest, shall we? Let's run to the quest. I guess we'll just run there. I don't know if we need to fast travel. Could be hotter. Ace Dreya. Somebody, I can't even remember who it was, but somebody in a group chat described me as the least ace person recently. And I went, I don't know if I come across as that lewd, do I? Shops now closing. Good timing, because we're done with them. Although I could buy more stuff, I suppose. Mommy milkers ain't made of muscle, SMH. That is true. Although, are they made of... I don't know, cum slop mug. That's true, I do have this.
Ooh, a shiny coin.
Oh, thank you for the cheer, Lewis. That's very, very kind of you. I love getting cheers, especially low cheers, because it does feel like somebody throwing change at me, like I'm a busker who nobody likes. It's great. I'd break a skinny boy, and I'm sure they'd love it. I mean, you can easily be ace and have a raging libido. I improve. Yes, there's like aces. I know not that much about ace. I'm so sorry, but I think ace is like a spectrum on. It's like a cross spectrum, right? There's like arrow, and then there's ace, and then they kind of intersect and overlap on each other. And you can be like sex repulsed ace, and like not sex repulsed ace. And there's like spectrums of that as well. It's all just a big old matrix, right? Don't put yourself down. I think you're pretty ace. Does anybody actually say ace to mean good anymore? Or is it just like very old people who say that? Oh, I didn't level up either. I should probably level up abilities. Now, I've been using skill a lot. Ooh, I can get that. I can get accuracy, speed, or... Can I get that? No, I can't get these. Jesus. I can get zoom. I'd like a zoom. Give me a zoom. There we go. There's ace identities that are mental health representatives, which I think are great. I'm so ignorant of it. I know the very, very, very basics. Like a lot of the alphabet mafia, which I might be including myself in. I don't know if I label myself as the Q, but you know. I think I'm kind of settling on a gender. So that would be part of the Q, right? Maybe, or the A. Maybe I could share the A with the ace people. They wouldn't want me, but you know, I know very little about any of it, to be totally honest. You've learned Dexter Styles Zoom. Holding the aim button for longer will zoom you closer to the locked enemy. The more you zoom, the more powerful your shot will be. Ooh, sex is my life. I'm just not interested in having it myself. Might be including myself in it, says Dreya, who sits firmly inside it. People in who are no sexualities and such, please explain types of ace to me. I had PTSD-induced sex revulsion for a bit, and people keep cussing me out for calling it asexual, but no one would correct me. I know, maybe that counts. Again, I don't really know. Because I've known multiple people with that exact sort of thing, and I don't think they would describe themselves as ace, but I don't know, maybe you could. Basically, it's another thing where I don't know enough about it. And I think, you know, you can change as you grow older, right? Like, it's not like sexuality and gender and all of that sort of thing. None of it's set in stone, really. It's all fluid for certain people. Like, some people are set in stone, but some people may, you know, realize later that they're bi or gay or straight or whatever, or somewhere on that spectrum, and they might, you know, go back and forth in what pronouns they might want to use, and that's all cool as well. So, like, I think you can self-ID as whatever you like, basically. I think I've drifted into asexuality, to be honest. I simply don't care for slapping flesh anymore. Common feeling, I think, what with all the conservative money trying to dice us up. Yeah, it's not a good time to be in the Alphabet Mafia. Sorry, I know I keep saying the Alphabet Mafia, and that is a very conservative term, but I find it so funny that every time I see it, I giggle. I don't know who coined it, probably some fucking Ben Shapiro type, but the Alphabet Mafia is objectively a hilarious phrase. It's not a good time to be in general. No, it is not. It is a bad time to exist in the world. I mean, it depends. Like, there is less war and death than there ever has been, right? But also, the rise of the far right and bigotry is really on the rise. There was a good chunk of time I identified as on the A spectrum, and I don't know, but that's still how I felt at the time. Again, like, you can go back and forth a lot of that sort of thing. I've kind of drifted into sexuality, but that's mental health related. Exactly. It's like, you can just be what you like. It can be a fluid thing. You can be ace and then the next year be less ace or not ace or more ace. Double down on the aceness and go, I'm the most ace anyone's ever been. It's all fine, right? I think most people's problem was that wasn't like a permanent sexuality. Like, I'm definitely not ace anymore. Sex me up all the way, but for about 6 months. Again, I think it's something you can describe yourself as for a while. Like, you know, I'm sure there are people who have been like, oh, I'm gay, and then gone, oh, I'm bi, and then, oh, I'm gay again. And, you know, they probably felt it was real, and it was real in the moment, and, you know, now they're different, you know? It's all fluid, right? Identity is fluid and should be. I think it's fun, you know? You can just be whatever you like. Hell yeah. I think it can just be whatever you want it to be. If you have, you know, very strong identifying ties to being whatever you are, then that's good. And if you have no ties and just want to be fluid completely, that's cool too. And everywhere in between. I'll go tell the online sticklers to go and not fuck themselves. Everyone must decide by 18, no takesy backsies. Exactly. It's very weird. Like, I've seen so many people go like, oh, nobody knows what they are when they're a kid. And it's like, are you insane? Like, when was the first time you had a crush on somebody? Are you okay? Like, or the fact that if you didn't have a crush, maybe that tells you something as well. I used to use being sexually attractive to others as a gauge of my own worth and attractiveness overall. Again, it's a good thing to grow out of, I think. Fit into your whole subject. And not in the good way. I'm trying to dismantle that. I've never been attractive in the first place. To have that is the problem. I've always been a horrible little goblin. I'm trans, NB, bi, and ace. Does that make sense? I don't know. Do I care? No. Exactly. Like, here's a question. Does agender count as NB? Because this is the most superficial thing I'm ever going to say. I think NB is the funnest word of those to say. Yes, because it's not the binary. Cool. Because I think of all of the terms, I think NB is just the one I enjoy saying most. Right, potion trader. I may as well buy a potion while I'm just standing around. What Rosie said.
You're my favorite.
I agree. Clumsy skill potion? I might buy some of these. I probably should, right? If they're just giving me extra XP. And we're so rich, so fuck it. Why not? Strength XP. Give me all these.
That's a fine item.
XP. Strength. Oh, we are churning through our money a little bit. Fuck it, keep doing it. I identify as trans women and non-binary, which might seem conflicting, but not to me. I don't think it is. It's like how, I don't know. I think there are certain people who would not balk at the term like Irish American, but then go, you're a woman and NB? Fuck you. You know? Who cares? I know quite a few trans femmes who identify as non-binary. I think it's fairly common. You see she, they a lot, right? I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like I need to either explain or just mention parts that work best in context. There was a Twitter thread where people were like, I hate NB, it's so cutesy, ooh, cringe. And I was like, well, I like it, it's quicker to say. I like it just because it's, I think it's funner to say. Non-binary is a mouthful.
You can't do better than that.
Troll strength potion, please. Oh, these are all just strength potions, not even health potions. I'll just buy you out then, to be honest.
That's a fine item.
Shut up, sorry. Not with that gag reflex. Right, I'm gonna chug all of these potions until my belly is nice and round and full. If I want to be cute, let me be cute. Ooh, fuckers. Exactly. Like, there's a big thing, you know, there's sort of a certain type of person who's angry at the sort of cutesiness that is sometimes present in the LGBTQ plus IA, etc. community. And I think a lot of the time is because, you know, you weren't allowed to be sort of cute as a teen, so just be cute now, you know? Let people live, for fuck's sake. Exactly. It's like there's occasionally I see people joking on Twitter that like trans femmes generally dress really, really terribly for like 2 or 3 years because they didn't get to experiment with that as a teenager when you're supposed to dress terribly. Right, drink all of these potions. Oof, yep. No, don't drink the fucking coffee, you idiot. Oh, I'm so angry at myself. Right, items. Exactly. Potions. Go to strength potion. Lovely. Yeah, exactly. Women's fashion is already hostile to cis women. It's not a good world. I just don't get why people just hate people simply existing. I know, it's like talking about ace people. Who could possibly, like, you know, people hating lesbians or gay people or whatever. There's some basis in religious doctrination and, you know, like conservative cultural norms and stuff like that. Who could bring themselves to hate an ace? What's up with that? What are they doing? They're just playing with Lego in the corner. Leave them alone. If they can choose how to live, maybe they'll choose to stop being ruled by dickheads. Exactly. I guess some people just enjoy the feeling of superiority, probably. I mean, people will just sort of go mad with power, no matter what power is given to them, right? I really wish I could use more of these at once, to be honest. Oh, it's gonna be annoying to go through and use all of these. You want to be a woman? Gotta pay your dues. Get the clutching platens and dream moose on the go. See, I don't know how to do anything. I've never worn makeup before about a year ago. I had never dyed my hair until I got my mum to do it during the lockdown. During the lockdown, I went to my mum and said, "Mum, can you dye my hair blue and like shave the side of it, please? I don't know how." And she went, "Yes, come here." Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I still basically don't know what I'm doing with any of that stuff. But, you know, you slowly learn. Concentrated XP potion, please. Egocentric, some arrogant way deep down. I think really you're choosing to be that to make a statement about what they are. Yes, I think it's like an ego thing, definitely. I feel you sometimes terms just don't quite fit and you have to work with what they give you. I'm thinking of going to my first Pride Parade. I went to my first Pride Parade just as an ally, because I wasn't thinking about anything like that at the time. Just as an ally, the first Pride Parade that my town ever held was, maybe 2 years ago? Maybe about 2 years ago? I have photos of it somewhere on my phone. Where is my phone? It's on the ground. And it was very, very, very small, because I live in a town of 8,000 people. And so there was not many queers and not many who were, you know, open. But it was nice. It was fun to wander through the streets, just like alongside the parade, Emma and I, with like little flags and going, "Woo, good for you." As they were like, you know, a guy with a megaphone was going, queer pride, and stuff like that. And occasionally people would, you know, stand like those angry hobbits in the doorway as Gandalf passes by going. but people would laugh at them and it was funny. My philosophy is that it's frankly nobody's business what somebody else identifies it. Exactly, it costs nothing to respect it. It's just politeness more than anything, right? My problem was probably just there's too capitalist and too many cops in Australia. Oof. Like, we had no cops or anything. Ours was nice. And they gave a nice little speech at the end where it was like at the end of the parade, they went like, and remember, this is for every fucking letter in this thing. Like, if any of you are TERFs or anything, get the fuck out. And everybody cheered. It was a nice time. It was good. And I bought a little flag and a badge that's on my bag. I'll probably go. You know, if it's on, when is Pride Month? I actually don't know. But if it's on soon again, I'll go to it. Maybe I'll wear a skirt or something. Fuck off, TERFs. Hang on. I have my phone gallery up. Albums. It would just be in my camera, probably. Yeah, there's one. I will share this to the Discord channel. Share to... Where is Discord on this list? Please? Can I not share it to Discord? Do you not want to let me? Link sharing. Share to Discord. For the love of God, let me share this. The dead air is getting too much for me. Link sharing. There we go. Dreya General. Just share that. There we go. Yeah, it was like a genuinely nice time. It was here. There we go. I was like in the back just going, woo. It was very small. There was probably only, I'm gonna say, like a couple hundred people there. You know, just selling flags and stuff. I watched the last parade here and cried when people cheered loudly for trans floats. Aw, then left when cops and corps showed up. Ugh. I think I got the vibe from this one that if cops had showed up, they probably would have booed them. Which is a good thing. Pride should involve, as a tradition, throwing bricks at cops. I think, just as a vibe. If I'm honest, I find the subject a little dull. I take part because allies need support, but if it was just us, we could easily just stop talking about it. Exactly. It's only a thing because it needs to be a thing. If everybody was just a bit more chilled out about it, I would never fucking bring it up. I would just sort of wander around and like wear different things sometimes and occasionally wear makeup and occasionally not and stuff like that. It would never need to be a thing. But what if the cop is gay? Cop transcends gay in my mind. Cop transcends everything. It's like that James Baldwin quote. Yeah, exactly. Don't care. It's like that James Baldwin quote where it said cop transcends race. That if you're calling a cop, we would always say, fucking hell, let it be a white cop at least, because the black cop's going to be even more performatively beating us to death. Like, cop is everything. Your blood is blue before it's anything else. Please read a lot of James Baldwin. I have not read nearly enough, but I've read a couple of snippets. But yeah, exactly. I think in an ideal world, you know, it's like people who complain about pride parades and stuff like that. In an ideal world, it wouldn't need to be a thing because everybody would just be fine and relaxed about it. But it's the fact that there aren't. Anyway, use Colour Skate. Let's actually play the game for a bit. James Baldwin seemed cool, right? I know that's an understatement, but again, I don't know that much about him. I've heard a couple of his speeches. Right, talk to me.
Sounds like you
Cool giant women.
I knew I should have come.
We cannot allow Lucian to keep Garth. You must get him out of there.
I wish
There
everyone
being
could just be
fire.
cool, yes.
We don't even know what's inside that thing, much less.
You
how
kind of
get
want to
there.
shake people and just go, just fucking
There is
relax
one
a little.
you might know. When Lucian left for the Spire, he essentially abandoned his staff. His old butler, Jeeves.
I remember
now
Jeeves
spends his
from the very
days at
beginning.
Cow and Corset.
His butler. I bet he saw his fair share of dirty
Be
dealings.
excellent to each other. If everybody,
Well,
I'm
means a trip
gonna
to
say it,
Prague
if
was
everybody
just
was
to make
like
that
Bill and Ted,
sacrifice.
there would be no war.
The task requires tact
They're such
and
good boys.
delicacy, something I believe you're unfamiliar with, Hammer.
I can't be what you want me to be. I think
Why?
the majority of people
This is the part where you say,
in this chat are much, much cooler than I am. The world would be a better place. Exactly. I feel the same way about right-wing gays, gay bosses, etc. It is bizarre. It has. I've seen a Twitter trend, which is probably stolen from AAV, like everything else on Twitter. But the sort of pick me attitude, where it's like, I'm the good one, right? Like Caitlyn Jenner types. Where it's like, I'm one of the right-wing good ones, right? You will be beaten to death with everyone else when it comes, when they decide to sweep across and eliminate all the queers. They don't like you either. You're a useful fool for them. A dry piece of bread is cooler than you. Very fair. I do eat toast sandwiches. One of the far-right party leaders in Germany is lesbian. We hate her.
There is no time to waste. Go now.
Okay.
Go to the Coward Corset in Bowerstone and talk to Jeeves.
Okay, I mean, we just came from there. You could have sent me a letter. We look very cool. I like this coat.
Here. I'll just stay over here, being indelicate and tactless.
You can come too. Why can't she come? She has a big, scary hammer. Trans cis allies have been stressing me out this morning. Yeah, they're a thing. You should eat more vegetables and fruit in game. Only pies. Woof. Again, it's a thing that's always existed. Like Black Republicans, gay Republicans, you know, right-wing queer people, right-wing minorities in general, or marginalized groups. It's a sort of thing of like, we're the ones who will be picked up, you know? Whenever a black tour would speak in my house, my family would shout traitor. It's just a thing. Ugh. Tory on TV, yes. I don't even know what that would be. Oh, a heavy weapons trader. Do you have like an even better gun? Because I used my gun a little bit and it fucking rocks. Steel hammer. No thanks. That's my giant, beautiful wife's job, is to have the big hammer. Not my actual wife, but my work wife. That's a thing that people say, right? I always slightly cringe when people use the term work wife. But my work wife, my quest wife, not my actual Gale wife. You're nearly there. You don't have an actual wife? I mean, in game, we have we have Gale, our actual wife, and then we have a work wife. I call Emma my wife, specifically because she hates it. Like, I will refer to Emma as my beautiful wife, because she absolutely despises it. And I like making her angry. So yeah, work wife is just emotional polygamy. Overall, being in a marginalized category and oppressing people, it doesn't cancel out the oppression. Exactly. You can be a marginalized group and still be an absolute prick. You call her your waifu? Oh, for lifeu. The thing is, Emma is offline enough, and because of that, probably happier than me. Emma is offline enough that I don't know if she would know what the term waifu is. If I said waifu, she'd probably go, "What's that? It's just some nonsense you made up."
Shops now open to the public.
And then I would have to explain the concept of an anime waifu, and that would make me want to jump into a river. So it would just not be good all round.
Shops are open for business.
Pretty Patel being like, "Oh boy, I sure hate immigrants." Exactly, same sort of thing. Do it perfect. Also, the phrase "I sure hate immigrants" unsurprisingly got flagged by Automat, which is quite funny. Wait, where am I going exactly? Oh, the Cowan. It's this thing. This place, right? Oh, there's also a quest board, which I've never looked at. Bartender job. Oh, I didn't know this was a thing in this game. Let's try out being a bartender for a second. That might be fun.
An amazing look. Simply amazing.
Just the right amount of foam.
Oh, I am still covered in cum. Oh, so I just have to press it at the right time, like when it's green.
Nice point.
Nice point.
There's a small sale on in the shops, but I'll wait for the real.
Oh, we are making virtually no money from each of these, though, are we?
Perfect.
How much
head
money
on
are we
that
making
one.
from this? 3 gold! That is fucking nothing! When do we start making cocktails, I
That's a
suppose?
wonderfully poured pint.
The multiplier goes up. Okay, we are now making 6. And this seems very easy to get the multiplier up. Like, unlike the blacksmithing one, which fucking killed me, the amount that moves around. This seems fairly easy. Like, if it just stays at this kind of thing, you can, like, actually automate this. Oh, my rent came in.
Pleasing in every respect.
Oh, people are harassing me again. Aesthetically pleasing in every respect. I'm a Tory who sexually harasses people. I rap it in an air of pseudo-politeness.
Nice point.
Right, I will get up to like... I'll get up to the next promotion, and then we'll stop this. Might do it off camera, we'll see.
That's a wonderful.
Is this thing not randomized? It might be as it gets more and more up. Like, that's how the woodcutter thing works, is you press A and it'll, like, move around the green area. You have a bot take a screenshot once. Once every 30 frames, check the color of the gar and press if it sees green. My girlfriend recently sent me an article about how apparently in parts of Germany, far-right Nazi youth are teaming up with immigrant youth to attack women. Oof. While their elders are advertising for cooperation since they have the same goals and others. Oof. It's TERFs, right? That's TERFs. TERFs always fucking teaming up with like anti-abortion people and the weirdest fucking anti-women right-wing freaks that they can, and having Nazis show up and see Kyle at their fucking rallies. Like, you know, they're fucking horrible conservative freaks. And they will always line up with people who are horrible conservative freaks because of that. Right, where's the boy? Where's the boy we need to find? The Jeeves. Whole traditional values thing, exactly. What the fuck did you just say to me? My god, it's like being in any actual pub in Ireland. People complaining about Romany and stuff.
You're back. I've transformed your
Oh, fucking you. Oh, god.
Delight and astonish.
10 cold pieces, fine. Tell me what I've done.
Real
I will now sing you.
Yeah, get on with it.
latest composition.
The Muse. Just stand right up in his face.
The bandits in Brookbridge had missed.
What inspired you to write about me? Are there any hot masks in this game? I don't know. I can't remember what Lucian looks like.
So the journey to Oakfield was completed.
Well, it's a video game, which are typically made by vaguely incelly white men. I think I'm just going to generalize massively. So women in games tend to be quite hot, and men in games tend to be more varied. Like, you'll notice virtually every woman in this town looks exactly the same and has almost comically large milkers, but all the men, there's like multiple models for the men. I know I'm looking at twins right there, but there's like way more.
Went into and came out a hammer.
Look, sifting through game after game looking for a single hot guy. I don't know. I don't know if we have the same type is the problem, or woman. They tend not to be my type. This is the hottest main character I've seen in a while. Some people have to live with comically large knockers. It just looks like it would hurt. And this is before the invention of the modern bra, right? I mean, they still had bras. They still had, you know, support. You could. I've seen a museum entry of like medieval and older bras. Just kind of look the same, but look without support. Just kind of wraps almost. 2 words though. Goro Takemura. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Is that from Yakuza? Maybe, because people are asking me to play Yakuza recently. Oh, because you have not played Cyberpunk. It's a Cyberpunk.
Have you got what it takes to play the greatest game?
I don't know who that is. Yeah, I could not name a character from Cyberpunk. Wasn't there an anime based on Cyberpunk recently? Goro sure has a vibe.
So, for 1,000, I could buy a house and...
That sounded
Where does one
posh.
even find
Sounded like a posh enough butler.
Is there a concubine shop?
A concubine shop?
I see
I could be a
you.
concubine if you want.
Well. Another offer. Dear me. So many inquisitive minds.
Good God, what
So
have you
many
looked up?
who wish to know all Lucian's dirty
Goro, what was his name?
Everything you want to know
Takemura?
is all written down.
Not a fan of the
And
60-year-old
I
samurai
know
style, though. Like, if I think of a video game with a hot male character, it's Legend of Zelda. Like, that's the obvious choice. Link in Breath of the Wild is one of the hottest characters in video games. Not quite as hot as Midna from the same series. Midna's, like, top tier. Link's a little bit down from that. Adult Link, yeah. Oh, yeah, obviously. I mean, like, I don't mean, like, Ocarina of Time Link. But, like, you know, like, adult Wolf Link. I played, a few years ago, I played through Twilight Princess again. I have a Wii still inside, and so I hooked it up to the TV and played Twilight Princess again. And as soon as Midna appeared, sits on Wolflink and like calls him a moron and like punches him in the face or something, Emma looked at me and went, "Oh yeah, I can see why you like this game." I don't know what that says about me. What about Pixel Link from the SNES? I don't know. I mean, you could fill in the gaps with your imagination, I suppose.
Here's something else that's written down.
But I think it might be a hot take. I think
Don't let anyone else.
Link has always been hotter than Zelda. Jeeves's note, I should probably read this. 1,000 gold pieces and not a penny less. Right. For what? Is this a proposition? I'm so ashamed young me was so into Ganondorf. Ganondorf, I don't know why. Grenarius seems like they'd be into Ganondorf. just based on what I know about Grenarius. More than Link. Did you just pronounce all the letters and not just say SNES? Am I wrong in just saying SNES? SNES? I would say SNES. Or I know people sometimes say SNES, but I've always said SNES and heard people say SNES. I'm not actually, but I see where you're coming from. What would I be into, Dreya, since we're shaming people now? I'm just saying, Grenarius, I'm pretty sure, has sent me images of, like, werewolf boys and stuff. So I feel like it's more close to Grenarius. Which version of Ganondorf? When I think of Ganondorf, I do think of the Ocarina of Time / Twilight Princess Ganondorf. You know, where he's wearing the big long cloak and stuff like that, or the long coat in Twilight Princess. Not when he's the big fucking pig wolf at the end. Anyway, what do you want from me? Pay Jeeves 1,000 gold! Fuck you!
Lucian's diary is a riveting read, I assure you. I'm sure some private collector will make a nice place for it in his equally private home.
Okay.
Now, unless you've got a proposition, I suggest you leave me to my whiskey.
Have they misspelled the word whiskey there? Isn't there an E in whiskey? I don't know why that stood out to me. Maybe it's an Americanism? I mean, I guess I'll just pay you the fucking thing. Blocky bad boy. Exactly. I think he gave a fear boner. Oh. How do I pay you gold then? Go to the Talk to Jeeves, recover. Pay Jeeves 1,000 gold. I did like Tifa from FF7 and she was very blocky. I've never played a Final Fantasy game and I don't get anyone in it. With E is USA, without a Scottish? Really? Is that a thing? I didn't know. Pay Jeeves 1,000 gold. Oh, I guess fine. Fucking hell.
You have the money? My thanks.
Hang on, is it? Let me go out here. Well, Scottish, Japanese, and Canadian, maybe? If I type in, like, Jameson's whiskey, that's like the standard whiskey here. Jameson's whiskey. Give me a bottle. Oh, it's with an E here. Fucking knew it. Jameson, Irish whiskey with an E. There we go. And that is brewed here. What's the other default whiskey here? Powers whiskey? Powers whiskey? Is that with a... That's with an E as well! Yes! Irish and American are the same. Maybe the Americans get it from us. Because, you know, we are the inventors of it, I suppose. There we go. Good stuff. Lovely. Let me go away from that. The lesson here is I am always right. Right, here have your gold. Without an E is just wrong.
I assure you, you won't regret it.
Maybe if it's a Scottish whiskey, although isn't Scottish whiskey just called Scotch?
Safekeeping. This is the map to its location.
But maybe when it's specifically Scotch whiskey, you drop the E. Canadians get it from the Scottish, really shows how the migration worked. Isn't Japanese whiskey supposed to be really good? I don't know. I literally just know Irish whiskey. I don't know anything about Scotch. I don't know anything about I don't even really know about Irish whiskey. I know that we invented it, maybe, because there's always that joke. If you go to the Wikipedia page for Irish inventions, apparently it has to be Scotland to be a whiskey, like the champagne thing. Really? Because I know that in Ireland, on Wikipedia, if you go to Irish inventions, it's like invention of whiskey, like year 500 or something, and then there's like a 600-year gap in Irish inventions before we have another one. It's like whiskey, nothing. Scotch is a term used outside of Scotland to refer to Scottish-made whiskey. Interesting. 1 second. Whiskey. It probably was made like concurrently, right? Like we're basically, I mean, we're right. You can swim to Scotland from the tip of Ireland. We're very close. Whiskey. Celtic whiskey shop. Just give me the Wikipedia page for whiskey, please. Type of distilled, the Anglicization of classic Gaelic word ishka, meaning water, now written as ishka in modern Irish, and ishga in Scottish Gaelic. Germanic, okay, but where was it invented? Translated into Old Irish as ishka beha, which became ishka baha in Irish, which does that mean water of life or something like that? I can't remember what baha means, or beha. Water of life, there we go. History. Babylonians in Mesopotamia. Right, neither of us then. Ireland and Scotland, though. Art of distillation spread to Ireland and Scotland no later than the 15th century. Practice whatever, who cares then? It's both of us or none of us. Right, back to the game. And then we get into rye versus bourbon versus whatever else there is now. Again, I know very little about it. I love how people walk into my room without knocking all the time. I should just lock the doors the next time they break their nose as they try and run through my wall. My parents would occasionally do that. I think it's just a thing that parents especially, but family members in general, just don't knock. I would always knock. You don't know what somebody's doing in their room. Like, it's just, you know, Europeans always taking credit. If only it was just credit. Look, we're less bad than most because we don't have any. I think most of our museums aren't as steely as the British, but that's just because we didn't have the opportunity. My parents would do that except to search for stolen goods. Oh god. Like the most I could expect is my mum would go like knock and then open, like before I could even suggest not coming in. Luckily I was never caught doing anything bad, basically. Map to Lucian's diary. Okay, cool. Do we have to follow this map? Lest the fire waters I am so fond of imbibing these days burn the memory from my mind. Here are the instructions for finding Lord Lucian's diaries. Perhaps I can sell them one day and make a profit off the old tyrant. In Bower Lake, lying in the shadow of the hill named after the heroes, are the stumps of 3 trees. In that spot I have buried the diary. Bower Lake, shadow of a hill, 3 stumps. Easy enough. Let's go. Same, no privacy. I think it's just parents. Eventually I did get a lock on my door. Knock knock. Sorry, masturbation hours are between 8 p.m. and midnight. Please try again later. That's kind of the thing. If you knock on a, I'm gonna say, like a 14-year-old kid's room, you are, there is a fairly high likelihood that you're about to see some bad shit, right? You're about to see something that you don't want to see. So I'm just saying, even in their terms, even in their minds, you think there'd be some self-preservation. Like, what the fuck? You've been teens as well. What's wrong with you? I tried to lock my door once and my door almost got knocked off its hinges. Fucking hell. They took your eye patch and power it, there'd be no virus. Like, it's just, it's insane. Like, why would you ever do that? There's no way, if you asked me right now to, like, go, like, knock on it, if I was over at somebody's house and there was like a 13-year-old upstairs and their parents went like, oh, could you go fetch them, like call them down or something, there is no way I would be knocking on that door and then waiting for upwards of a minute and a half before knocking again. Like, hello, I am not coming in, but just in case your parents want you, they are opening that door first, basically. They'd rather find something bad so they can justify heavy-handed parenting. My parents were okay about that. My parents were not massively strict. It was fine. That was an A good joke, by the way, not a 5A or an A I'm angry. My parents were okay. Like, I don't think they were ever... Like, my parents, I think, were kind of... I think my parents were a little bit worried that I did not drink, smoke, or take any drugs. Basically, they were worried that I had no social life. They knew I was not doing fucking anything. They would encourage me to, like, you know, if I came back and went like, oh, I got offered to go out and drink a bag of cans in a field, they were probably more like, and you didn't go? Like, could you make some friends? So it's more the opposite with me. Right, let's run. Bower Lake, please. It's right out here, I think. Well, we have to go through the old town. My parents gave me money for alcohol when I did go out with my friends. My parents were fine with that. My parents were the, like, they never stopped either of... Like, neither my brother or I drink. I don't know if my brother and I have ever been drunk. Both of us just... We're not, like, specifically teetotal for any, like, moral reasons or anything, but we just don't drink. And so, and neither does Emma. But my parents did the very sort of continental European thing because they thought themselves a bit more well-traveled. And so they did the thing of, like, you know, when I was like 12 or 13, they would like offer me a glass of wine and stuff like that. And they never had any sort of like, you cannot drink, it's for adults or anything like that. And I think it did work maybe too well because I never had any sort of rebellious instincts to drink. I never had like a sort of like, I'm gonna drink because it's bad or anything like that. Ooh, some boys to shoot. There we go. Good stuff. Shoot. Holding the aim button will zoom you in. I can also, I've learned, shoot quicker, I should say, if I aim. But yeah, I never drank because of that. It was always just sort of a boring thing rather than like a forbidden thing. And I know, and it's all anecdotal, it's probably different for everybody, but people whose parents were very strict that I knew ended up drinking quite heavily and getting fairly irresponsible with it and regretting it. As a kid, my parents were very open to me trying alcohol. My mum helped me sneak vodka jelly into a school disco. That's very wholesome. Me, yes. Again, it's very much the sort of demystify it and actually talk to them and go like, hey, it's all just like a normal thing that you can do if you want. Like, you know, my parents are very much the sort of stereotypical Irish parents. They did not really talk about mental health or sexuality or anything like that. But occasionally my mum would, and my dad would both go like, you know, randomly out of the blue. And you know, it would be okay if you're gay. Like, just, I'm throwing it out there and I'm not saying you are or aren't. But if you're gay, it's totally fine. And then just awkwardly walk away. As if, like, they were trying to be like, let's demystify the whole thing. Make sure they're comfortable. And stuff like that. It's why, you know, like, don't think my brother or anything when he came out as bi had any qualms about anything. He was just like, cool, this is me now. It's just a better way of doing it. Not that my parents are perfect, but like, you know, slightly better than some. Your parents and mine are opposite. I remember my dad saying, well, we didn't go to all these parties, and mum said, yeah, because no one invited us. Oof. I think it comes from my parents being kind of 90s stoners. Like, my parents are very Gen X, very sort of stereotypical nerd stoners. Like, I think my dad spent his entire teenage years smoking weed and playing Dungeons and Dragons with other nerd friends. So I think he was just like, do whatever you want. We're very lax. Alright, do you want... Oh, check back in a few days. Never mind, I'll just continue on then. My mate's parents thought he was gay until they found a VHS tape left in the VCR and saw what was on it. That is horrifying. Oh. Really, really unpleasant to think about. Clothing trader. Ooh, show me. Oh, you can only sell clothing to him? Ugh. Light weapons trader. I don't need any more weapons right now. Problem solved though, right? I will say, like, my dad is very sort of laddie and conservative. Like, you know, moments of that kind of thing. But then also, like, I remember so many jokes, and this has been repeated so much, and it still gets repeated. When I said that I was vegan around 19, I was vegetarian first and then went vegan about a year later. My dad would, anytime we were at a family gathering or meeting a person we hadn't seen in a while, he would loudly bring it up and then go, oh, if only he had been gay. Oh. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, what are you doing? If only he come out as gay, I could have dealt with that. And then all big laughs. And it's like, oh God, are you from the 50s? Finding my siblings' porn collection made me incredibly sex repulsed. I mean, it would. That is not something you want to imagine family members doing. I mean, you know they do. And you know, like, I am intellectually aware that, like, my grandparents must have sex. I don't want to acknowledge that. I'd rather just sort of, you know, just pretend that I don't know that for the most part. Oh, fucking Jesus! Right, there's a big old troll. That's the first one of these we've seen. Now I have a big gun. Is this going to be easier than it was the first time? In the first game, I should say, because in the first game, this was a nightmare. Okay, it actually seems way easier. Just explode its pustules. Easy. Did you fucking hit my dog? You did hit my dog! Okay, hit its nodules. Explode the pustules. Oh, easy. It's very satisfying as well. Are these maggots? Maybe. Ooh, fucker! Eee! Not the puppy. Come on, keep exploding nodules. Give me more maggots to shoot. Ah, fucker! Alright, as long as it doesn't do that much damage, it's probably fine. Show me your lumps. There we go. I need to go on the other side, I think. Fuck off! Fuck off! Just show me your lumps! Sorry for shouting. And stop hitting my dog. There we go, dead. That's pretty good. It's not bad at all. And a lot of XP. Good stuff. Ooh, and a dig spot. Not the puppy. I found a comic my sister wrote once, and I messaged her from the wrong Tumblr, and we both decided to forget it ever happened. No! Oh! Oh, that fills my chest with dread. Really horrible. Grandparents don't count. Back then it was done with a hole in a bed sheet. No lights and lay back and think of, well, not England, but whatever the equivalent would be. Oh, that's bad. My mum was really dramatic when I found out my sibling was dealing weed as a teen. They're very scared of weed. Babies are bought by large birds. I know my brother has sex, and that is more than enough, thank you. No, they don't. Move on. My parents, I mean, I've said this before. This is an anecdote I've told lots of times. The first and one of two times I have ever had marijuana was with my parents. I did it for the first time when I was about, I'm going to say 22, maybe. That's how uncool I am. Did it 22, 23, maybe. At the Christmas dinner table with my parents and uncle and Emma. As my parents, as my dad was telling a story about how he fixed a laptop for a friend, and instead of paying him, the friend just gave him some weed. And then they bought out a bong from under a cupboard, and then I tried that for the first time, and it did nothing for me. But that's the first time I did it. That's how uncool I am. Oh, here's the 3 stumps, by the way. That's the way to try it, to be honest. Exactly. I think that's fine. My wife never got the lay back and think of England reference. She'd heard of it, but didn't know the use. First time is often like that. Emma and I both had the stereotypical first times, and we both told this on stream before, so it's fine. But we both had the stereotypical first time experience where, for me, it did literally nothing. And for Emma, she had like a massive panic attack. It made her unbelievably paranoid, and cut like 20 minutes later, and I was like arms around her, sitting and cradling her while she was on the kitchen floor or the bathroom tile floor, just kind of rocking back and forth, going, "It'll pass, it's okay." So the stereotypically it can go that way or the other way. I don't really know much more, which is good, but I'm glad I told me this one. It's adorable. Why would you want to think of England? Don't you want a little lubrication, not a dry sponge? Disgusting. I never heard anything about my grandparents' sex lives when I was alive. Oh. I remember that very cute in a way anecdote my grandparents told me. When they started going out, my grandmother knew nothing. One day they were cuddling on a bench and she thought, "That's weird. Does he have a large key in his pocket?" Oh. I mean, I think my grandparents were probably the same. My grandparents got married when they were 18 and knew each other since they were like 15, and have been married since, and they're in their they've been married for like, Jesus, that means they've been married for probably like 50 something years. So, like, I imagine similar, right? Anyway, take. This book is filled with strange sigils and odd runic characters. You cannot read it. Not sure I remember my first time anymore. It was almost 20 years ago.
Good work.
Good work.
But it will do you little good without a translation.
What the fuck have I entered
Bring
into?
it back to the guild.
Nothing too bad. It's been relatively wholesome today, I think. Also, welcome, Zambo. Okay, that was a fairly easy quest. When a man and a woman love each other very much, they fill the appropriate paperwork and wait 4 to 6 weeks for government approval. That is... I would assume that's what... You know the stork thing that children get called, or get told? Like, oh, a stork brings it. I would sort of assume that German children would get told the bureaucratic version. Like, well, you fill out this form, and then in 4 to 6 weeks, a baby is processed. So I know that's stereotypical, but it did make me giggle. Family sex stories. I mean, that is a bad way to put it. I hope you have accepted the Easter bilby into your heart. I have been aware recently of a bilby existing, and they look very cute. They look like slightly fucked up rabbits. Hang on. I'm gonna go to Google and go to bilby. They look so weird. I love them. Look at that little freak. And I mean that in a positive way. Like, freak, and then in brackets, with affection. Like, look at that little nightmare. Oh, look at his giant fucking ears. I think it's a marsupial, because everything in Australia is a marsupial. It's just like soda pouch to themselves or whatever. Desert-dwelling marsupial omnivores. There we go. Rabbit bandicoots. A white guy came up and went, I don't know what that fucking is. A rabbit bandicoot thing? Sweet baby. A bilby. Look at his little face. Bilby Easter. There we go. This is an Easter bilby. To sort of raise awareness of bilbies. A bilby made of chocolate with other bilbies on a mug. Oh, it's cuter than some rabbits. Cuter than the standard, like, chocolate rabbits you get here. They look a bit freaky. Easter bilby is an Australian alternative to the Easter bunny and chocolate bunnies. Bilbies are native Australian marsupials that are endangered. To raise money and increase awareness of conservation efforts, bilby-shaped chocolates and related merchandise are sold within many stores. It's so cute. Yes, raise money to stop extinction. A greater bilby. I mean, look at that little nightmare. It looks like a clanger. It looks a lot like a clanger to me. Clangers. It looks like a fucking weird clanger. It looks so strange. I love him. A greatest bilby. Look at that. Look how weird they look. Do bilbies get on with bunnies? I don't know if bunnies get on with anything in Australia. Isn't Australia where myxomatosis was invented? I think they do not like rabbits in Australia. Rabbits are like an extreme invasion. They are not enjoyed, I think. Bunnies are mean. Bunnies are sometimes mean. Like, bunnies fight more than other things like that. Like, guinea pigs don't really fight. Bunnies fight. Bilbies are more nocturnal. I know that basically bunnies were introduced to Australia, fucked up the ecology massively. There was a giant bunny wall, maybe? Like, 1 second. Bunny wall, Australia. Giant, yeah, here we go. The rabbit-proof fence. It's the bunny wall in my mind. It's like a giant fucking bunny wall that stretches across the west of Australia that, like, stops bunnies getting people or getting to other places. And they also invented myxomatosis to kill all the bunnies. Probably okay as a pet, but not good. Rabbits are a colonial pest. Exactly. They're, the bilby probably is the sort of niche. Bilbies and wallabies and maras, if they're around in Australia, they're probably like, they fill the niche that rabbits do, and so rabbits kind of outcompete the superior European rabbit creature. Outcompetes the Australian one and just fucks up the ecology really badly. I think there's also a frog that does that as well. It's like they parody it in The Simpsons. I had a sweet white little rabbit when I was a kid. Died 3 weeks later. My first introduction to death. Oh, Oh, a kazoo, a random kazoo. There's a movie called that about indigenous people using the fence to find their way home away from a missionary. I remember seeing as a kid. I think that's maybe where I learned about it too. I didn't see the movie, but I saw the poster. So yeah. Rabbits are colonial pests. Okay, I've caught up. Good. Let's do the scene.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I trust finding the diary was not too difficult.
No, it's fine.
Now, bring it to me. I will translate it for you.
She has kind of an evil voice. That's a nice voice. But do we think that she's going to end up being evil? I don't think Muscle Woman's going to end up being evil. She's too himbo-y. What do you call a girl himbo? And I know you're going to type bimbo, but no. I don't think that's right. You know, like a himbo is stereotypically like muscly and beefy, but also nice and a bit simple. Like, what's the female equivalent of that? Like a big beefy woman who's also like quite sweet. Because bimbo has other connotations. Hot Summer by Donna Summer. I don't know what that is. Okay, fine, we'll do that. You go ahead. Hot Stuff by Donna Summer. Fine. We'll do this. I took the first Kazoo, so I'm trying not to be too greedy. Hot Stuff. I have never really listened to Donna Summer, and people keep getting angry about that. I had a Robinson Crusoe audio tape as a child, and in it his parrot said at one point in his weird parrot voice, "Canoe, canoe, Robinson canoe." And now I keep hearing that with Kazoo. Thank. Didn't we already Kazoo Hot Stuff? Did we? Hot Stuff. I don't remember. Donna Hot Stuff. Donna Summer. Not the remix, please. I wish we had a log of all the kazoos. Is that the one? Oh, I think that's the one. It's like, no, I think I'm thinking of Hot Blooded. I don't know what Hot Stuff is. Oh, is it like, hot stuff, maybe this evening, maybe not hot stuff, maybe. Is that Hot Stuff? I think I played this video, maybe. Let me refresh my memory. Yes, I have played this before. Wasn't even that long ago and you loved it. I did like this a lot. Despite her slightly ridiculous skirt. I should get into her. This fucking rocks, you said. We can do something else then. Fair enough. I don't mind. If you wanted to more Hot Stuff, I don't mind that either. Right, let's give her the diary. She looks hot. It's a very specific 80s vibe. I like the 80s big hair. I like the 80s big hair a lot more than the 90s like hair curtains. I think the big hair looks cool. Like big curly hair. I think that looks nice. Not on me. I would never have it. But, you know, it's a vibe. I Feel Love by Donna Summer. Oh, God. Fine. I guess I'm giving you the diary. Although I don't know. You're blind. You're not going to read it. Any modern talking. I like that too. I Feel Love. What is this? This is Boney M. Rasputin. Now, we have also done this, but not in a long time, I'm pretty sure. And this seems to be a live version. I don't mind this song that much. I'm not a huge Boney M fan. To the Moon and Back by Savage Garden. Ugh. We'll review that eventually anyway once I decided on one. Which song can we torture the goblin with? Pointer Sisters? I don't know what Pointer Sisters is. Pointer Sisters Fire? I mean, literally, at this point, it's going to be whichever one. Daddy Cool. I have not done Daddy Cool. Daddy Cool, I think. Have I? I don't think I have. And I recognize that. It's like, Daddy, Daddy Cool, Daddy, Daddy Cool. They all sound the same, let's be honest. Every Boney M song is the same song. 80 million views for this one at the Sopot Festival. Jesus. How about Freddy and the Dreamers? Oh, God. That fucking song. Annie Potts in Ghostbusters is prime 80s hotness. I said this while watching Ghostbusters and Emma got mad at me. I think Annie Potts is unbelievable. One of the reasons I like Toy Story 4 is because Annie Potts voices a thick Bo Peep doll. I like Annie Potts, just in general. I love his performance. Sorry, but like, he literally says like 6 words in the entire song and then just fucking eye fucks the audience for like 7 minutes. It's just, I'm gonna say 3 words, and then you're gonna do the rest of the song while I just kind of strut around and thrust. I just hate the term daddy cool. I hate the term daddy in general. It's like I once every couple of weeks the term, the band name Cherry Poppin' Daddies will pop into my head just because it's so awful. It just really, really unsettles me. He doesn't even say the words. Oh yeah, I think I read this. Or somebody told me this at one point. It's just him miming, right? This guy never even sang. My partner just says a couple of words, then does the slut drop. There you go. You sounded so Irish saying show us your tits then. It's hard not to do that in your proper accent. A side note, into them trousers. Disco style was, you know, intentionally very gaudy, but sometimes they could pull it off. These dresses are fucking hideous in the background, but his outfit was a whole vibe. I like to clip Dreya yelling, show us your tits. That got me saying it was fine, but it got blocked by automod. Right, let's hand this woman the fucking thing. Maybe I will do that. Powerful look, exactly. I think more people should dress like it. It does. Somebody, I can't even remember where the message was, but somebody went like, you know, people didn't dress like this in my day. No, they dressed worse. It might have been good areas. Like, that is true. Like, if you look at some of the shit disco people were wearing, or Bowie, or fucking any glam rock band, they were dressed like fucking alien sluts. And people have the gall to be mad at someone like Sam Smith. Like, look back in the 70s, they were dressed like fucking outer space whores. It was fun and cool and good. Do that more. 90% of what you say would be blocked by automat. Play it at the most inappropriate times, like when Emma shows up, to show how much of a compliment he is. Maybe that's why conservatives are trying to ban it all now. Bad memories and embarrassment. It's like people who wore short shorts and crop tops in the 80s going like, we should all dress conservatively. And I'm talking about the men. 80s shorts are so short. Like, if you watch like fucking, I don't know, even something that's not too glam, like Hall & Oates. John Oates, or whatever his name was, he fucking, the crop tops and short shorts that man would wear, insanity. They try and panic because they hate fun. I've nothing against Sam Smith in the way he looks. It's just the complexion of an uncooked chicken, and it's disturbing. Sam Smith is British, aren't they? So like, I'm pretty sure that is why. Also, very boring music, so that's another mark against them. Right, here, give Lucian's diary to Teresa. I need to save and exit soon. I have no problem with Sam's look, just their music. Exactly. I find their music very boring. They can dress how they like. Too British.
You can read that, but you're...
Are you reading that when you're blind?
I see other worlds than this one.
Ugh.
And in other worlds you can see. I don't understand.
Even their fun songs are boring.
Westcliff. Lucian is recruiting guards from Westcliff.
Oh, come on. Westcliff's a dump, full of brawlers and thugs.
Not the arena again, please, for the love of God. Don't make me go through the fucking
Crucible.
arena.
Those who win it are physically tough and mentally weak. Lucian is recruiting the winners as guards.
Is that a jab against the previous game's character?
And emerge from it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. God
damn it. It is the only way into the spire. The
All right,
only
well, we'll
way
be doing
to
that
get to
tomorrow.
Garth and rescue him.
I want to see people on the Senate floor trying to filibuster in sequin parachute fence.
Meet you by the bandit
There's
road in Brightwood.
there's what I don't really fully understand the filibuster. It's a uniquely American thing. But I know that there's a politician in one of the American states that's trying to pass like horrific anti-trans laws that has been filibustering for something like a month. And in order to stop those laws getting through, which is insanity. Like, it's insanity that they have to do that, and it's also insanity that is a thing. House of Parliament, speaker stands up in a Frankie Says Relax t-shirt. That was banned for a long time, right? Frankie Says, that Frankie Goes to Hollywood
before
song.
her enthusiasm wears off, though I wonder if it ever does.
Yeah, she's basically like a Labrador who's filibuster. I was very confused when I heard that term, and there's movies about it and everything. Like, what's that Jimmy Stewart movie? Is it like Mr. Deeds Goes to Washington or something? One of those, and that's all about filibustering, and it's seen as this like heroic thing. It's like, it's fucking weird that this is a thing. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I think Mr. Deeds is a different movie from the 30s, so a bit before it. I don't know if the shirts were, but the song was banned from UK radio. Yes, it was banned from BBC radio and a lot of others. It's not, I mean, if you listen to the song, it's not a particularly egregious song. I think it's just because it implies gayness, right? They do not like gayness. Ugh. Someone who runs steamrollers over Budweiser. Yeah, that's a big thing in America now, right? That all of the conservatives are no longer drinking Budweiser because somebody trans is like a spokesperson for Budweiser now. I don't know who they are, but they seem to be the most famous person in the world if you're American for some reason. Like, I think their name is Dylan Mulvaney? Maybe? Which sounds like the most Irish name I have ever heard. But I don't know who they are. Some model or something? I think they're a model. And they're like the face of like some Budweiser and maybe a makeup brand, and people are fucking losing their mind. Screw Budweiser, I'm going to Coors. Hey guys, guess what we're doing now too? Rainbow Cans. I did see that. It just seems insane, basically. Out of stock, fuck you. You're a shop, that's your job. All right, let's run around. Let's run to the Crucible and then save. It's another one of those things where, like, wasn't there like a shoe or something that people started burning? She's big on TikTok and maybe an actress. I don't know who she is, basically. I feel the same when Kazoo is out of stock. Like, I just know that conservatives fucking despise her. I'll be honest, from the GIFs and clips I've seen, she seems like kind of an irritating theatre kid, but if the conservatives hate her, I'll just sort of be in solidarity. Insane is probably going to end up being 2023's word of the year. Ooh, Bowerston Blacksmith is open again. I mean, I don't know why is that new job? What was that? I heard somebody yell at me. Somebody went, rah, 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 rah. Well, never mind. Just a bit campy and sweet, so that infuriates people. Fair enough. You know, just sort of theatre kid energy, which is not a bad thing to be. You know, just I was not one. Because I have no theatrical talent. I don't think we had a theatre group in my secondary school. I'm assuming it's a secondary school thing. I didn't have a theatre group. How is our relationship with Gail holding up? We can check, I think, now that I know there's a family section. Quests, families. Happy. Relationship status unhappy? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Okay. You know what? Before we do this then, travel back to Gale. Travel. How do I travel back to Gale? How do I travel? Quest maps, families. It won't let me travel back. I need to make her come so hard that she forgets why she's unhappy. Bring me! This is the closest spot to Gale to take 47 hours. Yes, I am pressing the right button, right? Okay, bring me back to Bowerston Old Town. That's where we live. Cemetery Road. There we go. It's working. Better stock up on some nice gifts right now. I might have some flowers or something. Although I don't like receiving flowers. What would I like as a gift? I don't know. And I'm naked. Fucking yes. Gale. Where's Gale? Where do we live? I can't remember. Silas with the quotes again. Oh, no, not that way. Ooh. We're down this way. You darting back to town to see Gale? Yes. Up here? Is this where we are? Gale! Hello, Gale. Gale. Talk to me.
I wonder if you were still alive.
Jesus Christ, fine. Do you want a gift? We have 15 gifts. What's the best gift? Do you want some chocolate? Women, they love chocolate. Have some... What's in that? That looks like some sort of... What is in this? Sometimes nothing but chocolate will do. This looks like it has some sort of filling, but fine. Have some chocolate. Give. Or do I have to, like, select her first? Pure chocolate has higher rating. Hi! Do this. Gifts? How do I give her a gift? Social?
Ah, it's the young
Gift.
sparrow I see.
Take some chocolate, please. Take some chocolate, and then I will... I'll go down on you, and then we can be all fine again, right? Would you like to give the pure chocolate to Gail the housewife? Yes, I would.
Ready to take on the world,
Okay,
are you?
that made her happy. You find out she's allergic, dead in the street. Now, let's go into our house. Okay, she's happier. Let's do some flirting. Maybe some, like, let's go back into the house. I'll get under that voluminous hoop skirt and just kind of rummage around for a while, and then we'll be okay. Raise your allowance? It said she only wanted like 20 and we're giving her 40. Did we flirt with the wrong person? No, okay, good.
Nice.
I don't want to flirt with fucking you, weirdo. Oh, get away from me, you child. Seduce her.
What is there to like?
You into it?
Oh, you're
Oh, I don't think she was into that.
You
Oh, she said something about being gooey. Perfect. That's what we want. The gooier she is, the better.
That's a nice top.
Did you get the come hither look? I did not. We might need to get that. There's booksellers. I think you learn them from books. You learn how to have sex through books in this game.
Even if you can't tell.
Flirty. Pickup line? There you go. My breasts have gotten bigger because of all the pies. Have you noticed?
But what's next?
Maybe you could give
Will they
yourself
attack
a
here?
makeover.
What the fuck?
Not many people who know how to be
Does she not like the makeup I put on? I'm your fucking giant goth wife, dear. Flash her your tits. I mean, I could... What about now? Oh, no! She did not like that! Okay, sorry! I'm so sorry! Jesus! Corset back on. Sorry, dear.
So that's what you'd look like if you were I never get tired of looking at you, my
Okay, never mind. She was into it. Now she's into it again.
Don't these children ever go to school?
Why don't you read a book or something?
What? Are they angry at the child, maybe? Women, eh? She liked the previous goth makeup you had. Maybe I'll go back to dark makeup. Right, how are you doing now? Don't talk to this idiot. Go back to my house. Where's the bookshop? Hang on. We need a bookshop. Traveling merchant, miscellaneous shops. There's miscellaneous shops around here. We might need to go to the market district in order to get one.
Castle Fairfax. There's a place you could relax.
There's a place you could relax. I mean, I guess we could move. We could move her into a nicer house, maybe? Sometimes I wish I was back in God's school. Let's just fast travel to the place, to the shop district. No, this is quests, you fool. Regions. Bowerston Market. Travel. Town Square. Go for it. Moving to a nicer house could be good. One miscellaneous, please. I would like a knick-knack. Please. I'm assuming that's what they sell. Now, bookshop. Traveling merchant, weapon shop, appearance shop. Where's the bookshop? It said there was bookshops in Bowerston, didn't it? There's furniture. Furniture could be good. We could buy some furniture for her. She could, like, sit in a nice chair while I'm gone. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'm not going to be around much because I'm off gallivanting, you know, who knows where. Meeting, like, hot other giant women with hammers, but you can have a nice chair. Oh, I'll give you an autograph later. Bookkeep, my wife is leaving me. I need your best book on wooing. Bookkeeper, how do I fuck? Help me. Knock on the door. I'll fucking open something. Fiction Burns is the bookstore in Bowerston Market. It's located in the Tower Square adjacent to the clock tower. This is the clock tower. Where? Is this it? Fiction Burns. A bookshop. Do I see a sign with a book on it? Adjacent to the clock tower and the Cow and Corset. And this is the Cow and Corset. Oh, is this the bookshop? Is this a little book? Oh, it's a little book over there. There we go. I just looked that up too. Fantastic. How to make your wife gush. An instruction. Am I gonna have to wait? What time is it? It's 9 in the morning. Fucking get to work, you lazy fuckers. Let me in. I need to sex. Just open, please.
First, the Brightwood Tower. But what's next? Will they attack here?
Will they attack here?
Choose your moniker. Buy a title.
Oh, I can buy a title. You know what? Sure. While I'm waiting. Buy items, hero titles. Right now I'm Sparrow. I can also be Dumpling or Fearmonger. Or Salad Dodger. That's just rude. Jesus. Joker. Maybe because I dressed like a slutty clown. Dog Lover. No thanks. Executioner, Lionheart, Bounty Hunter, Desperado, Chosen One, or Shadow Fiend. Ooh. I would like maybe Dumpling. Maybe Dumpling would be okay. Like that. You will now be known as Dumpling.
Top quality item.
I need to make my wife see more stars than the universe complains. I want,
This day forth, this citizen shall be known to all as Dumplings.
Man, imagine if it was that easy to change your name. I guess it was fairly expensive. It kind of is here. Okay, I'm Dumpling now. The only right choice. Are you a book woman? Are you a book woman? You are a book woman. Open your fucking shop. Are you? Be a book woman. Open the door. You've got a book in your apron, I think. Which is strange, but sure. Like a book pouch, like a kangaroo. Like a nerd kangaroo. Wedding bells. Marriage and how to survive it. Thank you. Marriage and how to survive it. The Perv's Handbook. That's what we fucking want. Thank you. Dog tricks. Pissing on command? Yeah, right. Treasure hunting. We'll get that. Come hither. The finger. Fucking yes. We need to learn how to finger. Sock it to them. That's probably on fighting. But we can learn how to finger people. We can learn how to... Was Art of Seduction in there as well? Hang on. We can learn how to finger people. We can learn how to come hither. We already got Treasure Hunting Book 1 and that trick 1. We'll get more dog tricks, I guess. Art of Seduction is there. Okay. There we go. Dead Handy? Is that when you sit on your arm until it goes numb and then pleasure yourself? Dog of War Book 2, I may as well? Right, that's fine. That's probably okay. Let's read all of these fucking books, please. Books and documents. Lucien's Diary. I'll maybe read those later. Probably not, let's be honest. Lucien's Diary. Oh my god. Wedding Bells. Read. Tips to make anyone fall in love with you. Okay, we must have already read that. Grubby Journal. Hero Folkvale. Perv's Handbook. This is an expression I've not heard of that one. This is an expression manual. Learn how to sway your hips and shake your ass like a true sexual deviant. Fucking yes. Vulgar Thrust. So we can now like twerk at her? She's probably into that. Items. Books. Reading an entire library of smut to save Gale. We've basically gone on to like... some sort of erotic fan fiction website and are now just reading through all the kinks list. What would Gail like? What would she like me to do to her? Or do to me? No, into books, please. To save Gail. She needs to come or she will explode. This is how women are. Marriage and How to Survive It, we apparently already read. Understanding Psyche. Dog tricks. Art of seduction. Here we go. Art of seduction, please. Seduce. I thought we already had that. Learn vulgar thrust and seduce. Next one should be come hither. We can make her come with us. My wife went to an all-girls Catholic school and I don't think it works on her. Reading an entire library of smut. Let's go to the finger. What is the finger? Is this about fingering? Sometimes the only way to let people... Oh, it's giving people the finger. It's not fingering. Aww. I feel like fingering would be a more useful life skill. Come back to my place, expression learned. Fantastic. Gale, you are coming with me. I may not know how to finger, but I don't know. I've got a face. You can do what you like with it. Needs a book called Nice Guys Finish Last. Right, where was the old town? Let's just travel back, fuck it. Quest maps, regions, old town. At some point I need to learn where these doors are. Rookridge Road, fine. Love it if you ran all the way back to Gale and gave her the finger. Right, old town, fantastic. Needs a book called Nice Guys Finish Last, or sometimes not at all. Isn't that an Austin Powers joke? I think I just made an Austin Powers reference, which I can never really forgive myself for. Gale, my wife, I now know how to ask you to have sex with me, which is fairly useful. Instructions not clear, handed, severed hand. Wow. Where is she? Would she be at home? Does she have like a day-to-day life? Does she have friends? This might be why our marriage isn't doing well. Do you have any friends or hobbies? What do you do? What the fuck? Who are you talking about? Now make sure you don't fire spell her. She might be into that. Some people are into, like, you know, candles and stuff like that, right? Or cattle prods, like minor ones. Get out of my house! I'm trying to fuck my wife.
You just need to do a few things to stick in people's minds.
I'm trying to stick in Gale's mind. Where is she? Where's Gale? Can I just scream Gale and then...
Wish I had as many friends as you.
Wish I had as many friends as you. My wife is gone and I don't know where she is. Gale!
Oh.
Gale! Ooh, dig spot. Okay, we'll do that, fine. Oh wait, I can do... Ooh, my dog can now urinate at targets. Ooh. You've taught your dog enough tricks to deserve to be called a dog lover. I don't really want that, to be honest. Dig spot. Your dog is now a 3-star treasure hunter. I keep just teaching my dog shit. Your dog can now roll over. I don't care. Your dog can now play dead. Fuck me, I'm improving my dog when I want to be fucking dogging Gale. Dig the spot, for the love of fucking God! Never mind. Bye. I need to find Gale now. Our marriage is unhappy. This is what needs to be done. She must be somewhere in this town. She's not going to have run off at the drop of a hat, right? She does love me a bit, I think. Bowerston Market, she might be wandering around there. Let's see, because that's where we met her, right? She probably lived there originally. I do not like insect feet in a sexual manner, but... Right, not a fan of that quote. Desperately moving towards 1,000 cursed quotes. That is too many. Why do you keep throwing a fucking rubber ball instead of digging? Shut up, I need to find my wife. Okay, you all love me, but I don't love you. I want my wife, please. Where's my wife? This is me, like, when I get lost in a bookshop while Emma is browsing. Where's my wife? Help! Where's my wife? Just grabbing people by the shoulders. Help! My wife? Where is she? You know, that's why there's insect feet Dan now. Oh. Wife! Please, for the love of fucking God. She must be somewhere. We met her around here, like in this square. Is she hanging out in the bar? The problem is that women get everywhere. Like, they have their own, like, minds and lives and stuff, so they can kind of go where they like. It's like when you lose a toddler or something. Like, they can just kind of self-ambulate around and just get all up in other people's business. Like a stray dog. Wives are very much like stray dogs. A stone cutter, I don't even know what you'd use. Can you teleport to her? Can I? If I go to quests maps, families, Gale. Would you like to travel to Cemetery Road? Closest spot to Gale. No, it won't let me. For some reason. God, I love you. Cemetery Road. Where is Cemetery Road? Does that mean she's in the old town? Because I think that's how we got to the old town. So it must be back here. Wherever Old Town was. Oh my god! She's in an alleyway behind the tavern, bent over while a stranger's helping her find contact lenses. My wife. My precious wife. I'm so sorry for what I've done. Is this the cemetery? This is the Old Town. Let's look around. Babe, please. Wife. There's my wife. Hello, wife.
You know,
Wife. You are getting fucking seduced. Come back to my place.
Excellent. Prove your love for me, and I'll think about it.
Oh, fuck you.
Love your
I wish I
trousers.
felt that way about you, but I don't.
What?
What a looker.
This better be a fucking kink thing you're doing.
Show me how much you care.
Right, how do I get you fucking horny? How do I, flirty? Blow a kiss?
Please, I don't like it. I really don't.
Okay, that brought her up a bit. Maybe give you a gift? Okay, she did her little cute jumps again. Gift. Do you want some perfume? Here, love, you fucking rake.
You really are exciting.
Okay, that worked okay. Then flirty again. Blow another kiss. Oh, she really liked it when I flexed.
That's not bad at all. I like it.
There we go, she's into muscle women.
Pretty good.
Okay, she was into that. Nobody else liked it, but she was really into it.
That's why I married you.
There we go, now she's remembering. She's remembering the ripple of my muscles as I sort of undulate on her.
Are you busy later?
Okay, now she's gooey. Fantastic. Seduce.
That remind me
Oh, lovely.
There we go. Perfect. Plus 10 again.
war.
I feel all warm. Do ya? Do you want to come back to my place then?
Amazing.
You seem to get hot every day, darling. I wish I...
Oh my god, maybe she's ace. Maybe she's discovered that. Begging for you to play Fable. Hello, Shartner, welcome. Please, please get into it. Blow kiss again? You seem to like that, or pick up my... Oh, I broke the rules. I forgot that was a rule, to be honest. Okay, you loved it. Why don't you like me anymore?
Isn't that nice?
Please? Okay, plus 9. You must be into it. You're doing an adorable little jump. Maybe I need to give you another gift. My god, it is expensive having a wife. Gifts. Milk chocolate? Do you like milk chocolate? Everybody likes milk chocolate, right? I think the heart bar needs to be higher. Here, yes. What heart bar? I don't see a heart bar. I think that's my elf, isn't it? Start of Dreya's divorce playthrough. Don't ever say that someone might be into something. They might like this. They might be okay with like a pack of cigarettes from a, you know, a gas station. Right. One more gift. Gift. No, don't. Okay, follow me. Okay, she will follow me. Let's go to our house, at least. Our house is over here. So we can get in here. I'll also maybe buy you some more furniture or something. Right, follow me in here. Lovely.
Ours is much nicer.
Gail, have you been hit in the head recently? Maybe she's been kicked by a horse. That would make sense. Right. Now,
I've got
flirty.
a stone stuck in my shoe.
Come back to my place.
Come on, show us what you got.
She into it? Into my boobs? You are all over me. Did that work?
Well, aren't you frisky today?
It's my turn.
I'm in the mood for
Yes!
here.
Chocolate gets
I can't
women
imagine anyone
soaked.
not liking you, Dumpling.
Lovely. Let's go fuck. This is a hardwood floor. I don't know if it's waterproof. Let's get you into the bed. Sorry. Right. This will... Now, do you love me enough? Sleep. Unprotected sex, please. We've recovered. We've recovered our relationship.
You ain't got no skills. That's as plain as day.
What a body! Oh, yeah!
Okay, we definitely recovered. That's fucking great. Okay, she enjoyed that quite a bit. Sleeping here has increased your fame. I mean, they heard the noises I was making and went, Jesus.
I'm sure we could afford nicer things for our house.
Fine, I'll buy you some fucking furniture then. Right, check the status before you go. Quests, families, Gale. Relationship status, fine. Home, fine. Upkeep, happy. Do you want to go again?
Try shooting me.
Do you want to go again? Just give me 8 minutes. We can go again. Do you wanna go again?
Show us. Try to have a bit of fun, will you? I'm knackered.
I'm fucking dry, love.
Don't all have the stamina of adventurers. They're just rubbing a pen.
She needs one of those gel packets that cyclists have during like the Tour de France, where it's like, I am empty of fluids. I feel like a fucking Egyptian mummy. I need to get something in me. For fuck's sake, I'm sorry. She's bloody knackered, isn't it? Right, what do you want? No, shut up. I need to go to the furniture shop. We'll go to the furniture shop and then we'll save. Although first I should sleep. Hang on. Let's sleep. Because we did not sleep then, obviously. Hello, Gail. Are you walking a bit? Let her rest. I think she might have been wobbling a bit as she walked. What did we do to her? You ghosted her too long? That's true. Also, it seemed like that lasted for maybe like 6 hours, so she is probably destroyed. Rest for like 12 hours. Yeah, that's fine. Good stuff. Assume that you're more evil. Cool, lovely. I hate that that's a thing. I need a new house, to be honest. But first, let's get more furniture for this one. Because it will also increase the rent when we do move out. Because we are a slum landlord. Don't flatter yourself. That's lesbian sex. This kind of goes on forever. I know stereotypically lesbian dating goes on forever, right? Right, let's go to the market. I need to actually figure out which way is the fucking market. Is it...
Have you looked in Bowerstone, Ma?
Is it this way? Is this Bowerstone Market?
Thank you.
This... Dreya Fedora. This is Bowerstone Market. Okay, I figured out that way out at least. Need to leave her feeling that for days. Dr. Esther last night with my wife. I have trouble walking. It must be ghost possession. Here's some cocaine. Dig. No, dig. Dig, don't throw the fucking ball. Dig. Why won't I dig? I am still covered in liquid. Dig! It won't let me dig. There we go. A WLW is such a mouthful to say. Date usually lasts about 12 hours minimum, and then they'll move in together after about 12 days. I have heard that lots, yes. Okay, I can give that to Gale. Here, the dog dug this up. Now get into bed. Right, furniture shop is right here.
Do you need any help there?
Do you need any help there? No, I'm buying some nice furniture for my lovely wife. What? Oh my god, you were on the ground. I didn't even fucking see you. You're a furniture seller. I thought that said fortune teller. Tell me, what do you sell? A broken, comfy chair. Fuck that. This all sucks. Also, why is it all in red?
Not many in
Formerly a bed, then a chair, then a big wooden spoon is the finest in recycled technology. Get the fuck out of here. Right, luxury bedside table, please. We want luxury shit. Luxury bedside table purchased. Luxury sink. Thank you. Luxury stove.
Oh, you won't regret buying that.
Luxury drawers.
You won't regret buying that.
Sweet Dreams child bed? Luxury double bed, please.
enjoy it.
A luxury cupboard.
That's a good
A
one.
luxury dining table and a luxury bookcase.
Hope you enjoy it.
I think that's absolutely fine for now. I think she will fucking love that. Now, we did spend a lot of money. You left Gail an unfurnished house? Well, it was all sort of, you know, it's like when I moved into this house. It was all kind of hand-me-downs from my parents and grandparents. I was like, okay, you've moved in. It's unfurnished. We'll give you, like, this fucking table we've had in the attic for 7 years. You know, it's just kind of like that, right? You just make do with some shit. I just replaced my couch that I have had for 2 years and have hated for 2 years. It was awful, truly terrible. This giant, gargantuan, plush fabric couch with like a floral pattern over it. It looked like something only an 80-year-old could love. Hated it. Finally got rid of it, and it's lovely now. Right, redecorate mode. Come on, enter redecorate mode, and then in. I am going to make her love this house. Right, sink. Want to swap that out. Average sink to luxury sink. It looks virtually the same. Finally replaced the couch. Nice times. It is good. It just makes you feel better about life. Swap. Did we get a... No, we didn't get another dresser. But we can get a luxury stove. Again, it looks kind of the same, just a bit nicer. Anything here? Broken dresser. Okay, we need new dressers. But we got the dining table. Get out of my house. Look at that. It looks like a horrible games table. Amazing. What about you? Luxury cupboard. Get that out of the way. Oh, look, this looks so much nicer now.
What's your secret, Dumpling?
Get the fuck out of there. And don't you call me Dumpling. That's for my wife. And then get this. Swap. You look fantastic, I must say. Get away from me. Come on, just swap. Luxury double bed. The other one was too soaked with fluids. We had to throw it out. It was uncleanable. Luxury bedside table, please. Thank you. Now, we might need another one, because it seems like we have two. Ooh, a chamber pot. Swap. Yeah, okay, we're going to need another one of them. So we're going to need another one of them. What are you? What is this? This is a cupboard or drawer? What is this? A closet.
Nice to see.
This is luxury drawers. Okay, I think that's everything, really. I think that's kind of everything we needed. What is this? Broken comfy chair?
Even more perfect. Improve your looks, maybe.
Jesus, Gail! Wow!
Hey, I like your gloves.
Okay, so you like the gloves, but maybe not the makeup, is it? Fine. I'll switch back to my old makeup as well. Our old couch was palmed off to us by our sister and her ex-wife, and it was flea-infested, we think. They insist the fleas did not come from the couch, but it is suspicious. And had a huge rip in it. They told us there was nothing wrong with it, just wanted to change. Shake my head. It was very much the same. We got a couch that was, like, free on Facebook, maybe? No, I kicked a chicken! I didn't mean to. I was holding down the run button, and it just did it. And it had like a rip in the back, the pillows barely attached. It was just really unpleasant to sit in. Really awful. And it has been 2 years. So I'm very happy with myself. Anyway, what's her, like, you know, house level at now? If we go to families. Okay, home, relationship unhappy again. I just fucked you. What do you want? Home fine. Makes things worse when you do it. It's because you're fat? My God, she's a shallow prick. Can I up the... I'm giving her enough money, aren't I? I mean, timed out you, Valid, for 6 seconds. Well, it could be a mechanic, genuinely. Like, it could be It could be a mechanic in that, because since I ate all those pies, she's been saying like, oh, you could maybe improve your looks. And if I go into, where is it? Options? Is it options? No. Is it logbook? If I go to logbook, personality, attractiveness, I am -7 because of fatness. And scars as well. Purity corruption is 9. Clothing, hair, beard, mustache, makeup. So I need maybe more makeup? Yes, but no fat shaming, that is a thing. But it is a mechanic in this game that the game considers you less. Mate fatness means you're wealthy in it. Yes, she should be loving it. She'd be like, I love my giant angry wife or whatever.
Let's see your aim.
I mean, I guess I don't know what to do, to be totally honest with you.
Nice.
Like, we've given her a much better house and she doesn't really seem to give a fuck. We made her cum her brains out. Dave says that to me all the time. I have a photo in my camera roll saved of a pigeon looking odd next to an incredibly angry looking pigeon going, he loves his giant angry wife. In fact, I might see if I can share that and show it just before I end, because I have gone too long again. If I go to my gallery and go to pictures, do I have the giant angry wife photo saved? I should, because I reference it constantly. I really like the image. Scrolling through pictures of Tilda Swinton and Susan Sarandon and just various memes. Quite a lot of pictures of Link, a barely clothed clown. Surely it's here somewhere. A guinea pig. Sexy Mr. Tato. Sorry, I'm just picking stuff out of my deranged camera roll. Where's the giant angry wife? There it is. Fuck yes. Gazing lovingly at his gigantic angry wife. Share to Discord. General. I'll show it on the stream. There we go. Tap. Good. If I go here. Here it is. Here's the meme. I like this meme a lot. Look how in love! Oh! It's so sweet! Gazing lovingly at his gigantic angry wife. And she looks so fucking angry and gigantic. Anyway, let's raid somebody, shall we? Thank you for joining. It's one of my favorite images. Let me go to Twitch, see if I can raid somebody. And I will be live again tomorrow to play more Fable 2. Maybe slightly more concentrated on it. I think you need to be consistent in your interaction with Gale and stuff. I probably just need to, every time I pass through, talk to Gale a bit more. Like, talk to Gale a bit more. Make her feel like she's wanted and special. You know, make her feel like she's actually desired. She's, you know, she's, if you look at it from Gale's position, she's been, and not, I don't mean in the bed. I mean, you know, she's been, like, alone for days and days and days, just, like, hoping I'll come round. I don't send a message. I don't call. There's probably some sort of magical telephone. I come round, like, what, once every couple of weeks, give her the orgasm of her life, and then leave again? So, you know. Been a kind of wholesome stream comparatively, thank you. I'm getting on a plane tomorrow. I hope that goes well and it doesn't go down. I won't be around as much next week. That is obviously fine. Make her feel like a person, not a sentient fuck doll. Interesting. I've never heard this method, but okay. Let's raid somebody, shall we? Who's live to raid? I haven't raided this person in a while. Let's go /raid this person. Am I writing it right? I am. Let's go. Jesus, Jessica. Bye, everybody. Like I said, live tomorrow, and we'll play more Fable. And then on Thursday, I won't be live, probably, because I have meetings, and they're on around the time that I stream. So probably nothing. There's a chance I do, but I wouldn't bet on it. And then Friday, Emma and I'll play something. We haven't decided yet what, but, you know, suggestions open. We'll play something. Bye. Bye.